a guillotine. Every take's a tiny re. Hello, welcome to me. She purrs on repeat. Filter soft like the truth she delete. Got that halo set on public scene, but behind the screen it's a guillotine. Every take's a tiny rewrite. Facts flip-flop in the ring light. Say it's raw, say it's therapy, but it's just PR in a diary. You spin your web, silk and sweet. Gaslight wrapped in self-belief. Play the saint in your live stream grief, but the mask been slipping underneath. Hello, welcome to me. You give what you sell selectively. A story that ships so conveniently. And if I question, I'm the enemy. Hello, welcome to me. The mythology. A queen of pain and hypocrisy. Accountability, packed her bags to leave. Now you mean in the name of empathy. Got a carousel of trauma tales. Switch the sequence when the pity fails. Every villain got your fingerprints. Every ex-friend gets the tinted lens. Butterfly in a padded room. Wings clipped by your own costume. Say it's healing, say it's growth, but it's controlling a velvet oath. You say they don't know the real me, maybe cause she's fiction in 4K HD. Every chapter comes with new receipts, but the math don't add, just the sympathy. Hello, welcome to me. You built your truth on virality. Call it safe space, call it sanctuary, but you gossip like it's charity. Hello, welcome to me. You preach what you can't embody. Accountability ghosted quietly. Now you're just another mean girl with a sob story. Yeah. Hello, welcome to me. Welcome to me. But who's she really talking to? Baby, it ain't you. Turn the feet up.
OBS updated, so things are different now. I don't know if I like it. Matter of fact, I know I don't. But all right. Hello, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday at 4. Hi, how? Hey, hi, hello there. How you doing? You'd think I'd be ready for this shit, but you would be wrong. Very, very wrong. How's everybody doing? Why you gotta be like that, Steam? Just close. No one wants you here anymore. All right. So that was another song by Aren't You Exhausted? That was Hello, Welcome to Me. I thought since we're going to be talking about Roz today, it was worth going over. But if you guys want any more of these wonderful songs, go check them out. You really, really should. You should go check them out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because, yeah, they're wonderful. So there's a that. All right. Hello, Glitter Files. I saw you were here first. Mwah, mwah, mwah. How are you doing? So you going to read any more of that book? Or did you give up? Or are you like, nah, I'm out? Got to chapter 2 and you were like, it's good. I'm good. I'm good. Doot. Let's see if I actually spell intern correctly. Hello, Saint Minotaur. Hello, Pup Coda. Hello, Feral Scientist. Good to see you again. Hello, Fairy Penguin. Hello, Mary 8. Hello, Cloak Uncloak. Hello, Sangi. Hello, Banana. Na. Sorry. Hello, Bad Banana. I'm sorry. I'm mildly at therapy today, so I'm like a little bit goofy. Therapy does one of two things to me. It either like completely like makes me want to not talk to anybody, or it makes me like super hyper, and I never know which one it's gonna do. Hello, dear Ambelina. Ambelina. Hello. Hello, dear. Hello, Midori Gale. Good to see you. Hello. Where'd you go? I'm always in a hurry. My life is a hurry. Hello will be the way. Saving the wrong species. Liz of the Loki. Miss King of anything. I wanted to pin this. There we go. Ah. Look, I pinned my own membership link. Look at me. It's not April yet, though. So I can't give out any cool new memberships. Hello, Rex. Hello, Druid JPEG. Hello, Riley Bow. Hello, hello, hello. Therapy is useful. That's true. I am still drained. It's very odd. Like, I'm hyper, but I'm drained. I don't know why I thought today would be a good day to have therapy. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go live. If I do it an hour before I go live, it'll be fine. Something's out in my yard. But that's okay. So, I don't know which one of you mentioned grave robbing for morons. That wasn't a... That's the name of it. It's not me. That's the name of the video. By Simon Predge? This video is 11 years old. Okay, look. But, apparently it's a joke video. One of you mentioned it in my comments, and now I'm like, what is this thing? So, we might be looking at that later. But today, we actually have a purpose. Today, we're going to go over what used to be Nerfy's channel. I mean, it's still Nerfy's channel, but it has been renamed to Reaction Channels Never Die. I am a sucker for punishment. I am. If you can't tell. 3 days out until Anna competes. Are we going to get a poll if she'll make it? We ran a poll, but I guess if you guys want another one. Will Anna compete? Yes. We're just going to do simple yes, no. Start poll. There you go. There's your poll. It's like when you get loopy when you're tired. Yes, I think it's the same thing. Yeah. I think Anna will go, but have a million excuses as to why she's already making excuses as to why she won't do well, so it's all right. You know what? I'll be happy if she just goes. Strange Eons did a video about it, but I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, I'm like, thanks for the new rabbit hole, whoever you were, because I needed another one of these. Hello, Nikki. You haven't heard of Nerfy in so long. We're going to go over, I think there's there's 3 videos that have to do with Quirke that we're going to go over. They're roughly about a year old. Well, okay, so they're all from February. Well, all right, this one's from February. I think this is the first one. So, I'm going to try to do them in order. Operative word, but oh, St. Minotaur, I got my autism diagnosis today. The lady doing the assessment was like, yeah, if I'm not sure, I'll wait and discuss with my colleagues, but I'm sure in this case, well, all right. I mean, at least you have a diagnosis, right? Sometimes it's nice to just have a diagnosis, you know? That was a difficult choice to make. I want to say no, but we'll end up doing one event there. You think maybe she'll quit halfway through? Maybe I should have put that as an option. I didn't even think about that. Think something will come up with a my body just excuse. Hello, Cadillac Smack. How are you? I want to know where she flew to. That's what I want to know. She just fly for the hell of it? She's like, plane, and just got on the plane? I want Glitter Files to do some more chapters so that I can go back and I want to have a conversation with Glitter Files chapters. Does that make sense? All right. Let me make sure I have everything silented that needed to be silented. Yes. My animals are just making strange noises because they can. They know I'm live, so. They've decided to make all the noises. Oh, sorry, I'm not rushing. You don't. I'm just giving you crap. Yes? You went and made a stinky and now you want to share? We're not playing this game today. I know they all think you're cute, but I don't. No, I feel you, Glitter Files. I do. I feel you. I have a really good editor when you're ready, though. You think it was Scammer? She is due for her 1-year picks, isn't she? Zingcat, hello. I think Anna will do it because she's too deep in not to. But the news she got will tell us that she was unable to compete well because of some mysterious health crisis. I didn't realize that she was signed up. She was signed up for 2 competitions. I was watching Lindsay's video today, and Lindsay said that she was signed up for the Riveter, but then she's also signed up for another strong woman thing on the 11th of April or something like that. Maybe the 11th of May. Anyway, it's the 11th of something. But Lindsay was pointing out that they're really, really close together. And she was like, even professional strong women don't do competitions that close together. So, but if we recall, I don't remember Anna being signed up for a marathon before the St. Pat's marathon, but people have said that she was, and then she canceled that one and then ended up running the St. Pat's marathon instead because it was further out. So maybe that's what we're going to end up with. Maybe she's going to end up canceling the Riveter and then end up doing the strong woman one that's further away. Because maybe that's what she does. She does like a false start before she actually ends up competing. So maybe. But my cat used to use his tiny baby meow. Anytime I had a Zoom call, they'd ask to see the kitten. He's 12 pounds. Yeah. Well, she's 8 pounds. So she's tiny comparatively. Maybe she'll get disqualified for being... I don't think they'll do that. They don't seem to care, Skateboard Dracula. They don't seem to care about body fluids. Where is the South by Southwest event? It's in Texas, so she didn't have to fly for that. It was in her hometown. She was able to just kind of go back and forth from her house. Remember, she was cooking all of her meals at home. You know. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that one. Barry Pigeon said, sorry, Barry Penguin. I don't think she flew anywhere. I think it was an old photo thrown together to make it seem as if her Amazon shill happened recently. She must really think we're stupid then, because that picture not only was her outfit from the end of 2025, it was taken in the office. Right? Like the furniture and the decor match that picture where she's like, I'm taking off from social media for the rest of the year. Like, it's literally the exact same space. So unless she like time traveled somehow, but you know, I think Anna does think we're stupid, so it's fine. Just uploaded about that news. Oh, that she's doing the 2. It's 2 weeks from the Riveter. Good God. Well, yeah, that'd be April 11th, wouldn't it? How does she figure she's going to do that? Is she even that strong? Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's very, very early, though. What if she cancels both? Anything's possible. Anything's possible. I never get into Anna too much. I gotta look into her father, but she's not as problematic as Amber and Quirke. Anna isn't problematic in the same way. Anna's biggest problem is she lives in Delulu. Like, she really does have like full-time residence in Delusion Land. And Anna's biggest problem is her lack of transparency when she does medical stuff. And then also she's bad about giving out medical misinformation. And that really came out a lot when she was doing her lipedema journey. Like, she was just hand over fist giving out bad medical information, and just really, really working hard to sell that medical misinformation. And that's why everybody calls her lipedema doctor a scamron. And there's one for herpes too, but I don't remember that one. But either way, we the community learned a lot about lipedema because of Colin Mockery, not the comedian, though he is funny. But Colin put together like a 3.5 hour long video where he just like deep dived into American lipedema treatments and just like tore Karen Herbst apart. And I think he had Amron in there. And the whole reason for that was because of all the misinformation that Anna was putting out there about her lipedema and her lipedema treatment, and you know how super special she was. And then she had that Medical Mysteries podcast, and she was giving out bad information on that. And she had a doctor on her. Her co-host was a doctor. Yeah. So she's not problematic in the same way that Amber and Quirke are. She's problematic in her own way. So like, I guess in that aspect, I don't think she's like dangerous, except for when people believe her medical bullshit. So I guess that's up to you to decide. But she's not like on, in my opinion, she's not on the same level as Amber and Quirke, but she is problematic. Jesse B says, I don't see her doing either competition. Glitter Vials too. Feral Scientist, welcome to the interns. Mwahaha. I miss Colin too. He put something out about the sugar diet. That was pretty good. You guys should go watch that. Prez Hin says she also presents multiple versions of herself to her different platforms with selective info. Yeah, she tries. I mean, she does the typical shit the girls do. She tries to gaslight. She tries to rewrite her story. It's the same. She's the same in that aspect. Like, they all do that shit. But as far as like, being dangerous, the medical misinformation is dangerous, but it's only dangerous to the people who believe her. And I don't know how many people actually believe her anymore. I have not already looked at Roz's new post. No, I thought we'd do that before we got into the videos, but I wanted to pull up the video first. Yeah, the fact that she can have and continue to have brand deals puts her in a different league than the girls. And then there's that. Like, Anna's different than the other girls only because she is active. I dare say she's actually healthier. And I mean, what was it somebody said earlier? The bar's in hell, but she is active. She is more active, but and that's true too, Presence. Anna doesn't try to be besties with her audience. Anna hates her audience. It's pretty damn clear she hates us, all of us, even the ones who like her. She fucking hates her audience. And she is okay with that. She doesn't want to talk to you. She doesn't want you talking to her. She doesn't want to communicate with you in any way. She just wants you to buy the shit she tells you to buy, and that's the end of it. I was watching Watercolor People. I'm into watercolors right now. But yeah, let's go check out the most recent stupid post. Yes. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. Boop. My hair is falling out. I beg to differ, she's healthier. She can walk. She's not bedbound. Her little legs carry her own body weight. I mean, she can run, you guys. I'd like to see Amber, Quirke, or Foodie, lift. I'd like to see either of them do that. Yeah, right. Unless you know her context and know her journey. Don't you dare tell her good job getting out there. God, she's got like a clown nose. Just want to reach out and go, "Awk, awk." She's not bedbound unless she has a bagel. She got a bagel, then she's bedbound. I actually kind of want to go back over the bagel thing again. Not because of the bagel. I want to go back over the shit Anna said at the end of the bagel video, but that's for a whole other conversation. Very few strong woman comps weigh in opens. There's a conversation happening that I'm not part of there. Sorry. Anna is a girl because she started her internet presence as a weight loss influencer. Remember the blog? Oh, yeah. And failed over and over, but she's got some differences in the girl Venn diagram. See, that's the weird part, though, Feral Scientist. She actually didn't fail with the blog. Like, she lost weight. The whole time she maintained that blog, she was losing weight. Something happened around 2013, 2014, and she dropped off the planet. Like, the blog stopped getting updated. And then when it came back, okay, I don't know if it stopped getting updated or if it stopped getting archived and she successfully scrubbed it. All right, that I think should be more of the statement. But when it did start getting updated again, that's when she came back as her fat fashionista self. And she had clearly given up trying to lose weight. So, like, when she was trying to lose the weight the first time, I guess, she did. She almost lost a whole 100 pounds. I think she was down. I think she had actually lost about 100 pounds. So we know she can do it without Ozempic. Oh, and I don't care if she's using GLP-1s. I'm just pointing out that she can lose weight by just minding what she eats and being active. We watched her do it. But yeah, once she came back and rebranded herself as Glitter and Lasers, and as the girl we know today, yeah, that's when it all went downhill from there. Amber can get jumping jacks. Can she? Yeah, well, because her body was changing, obviously. Hello, getting ready to drive home, safely listening and not watching the chat while driving. Rosie. Hello, Wicked. All right, let's look at this. This is Rosie's time, you guys. This isn't Anna's time. Jeez. Jesus. Jesus. Yeah, I think she was around 89 lbs, actually, Presens. I think she was, actually. I was trying not to say that because I was like, no, I don't think that's right. She's not 600 pounds, you guys. I think she has actually lost some weight. But yeah, she's like, I've never been 600 pounds. Girl, you might not be 600 pounds right now, but that Novo Nordisk video, girl. All right, let's see. Back to Quirky Love Rose. Hey members, I'll see you all Friday at 6 p.m. EST. Oh, will you? I'm currently disconnected from my comments. You're disconnected from reality. And my YouTube socials outside of watching unrelated content, and I'm staying that way for a bit. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that shit. Posting this now so members can have time to plan ahead if they wish, and I need a couple days to recover. Why do I need to plan ahead? And why are you going live at 6 p.m.? Are you... Well, okay. I guess that makes life easier for everybody who wants to react to you, I suppose. For those who have sent me love and support, I appreciate you. I got so much footage to go through. OMG. Stay tuned for updates. Are you actually going to update us? Because I am a member. Am I actually going to get updates? Expect public lives sometime next week. Looking forward to hanging out with the Quirky crew again. I've missed y'all. You missed me? Aw. I have a video of yours I made of you that I need to finish editing and post tonight, so I don't think you're gonna miss me after tonight. Just wash your hair, Rosie. wash your hair. Your hair would be not white. I mean, I know it could be the sun. I think Scar zoomed in on it and said no, it was the shampoo, the spray shampoo, but like wash your hair. It would look so much healthier. Well, there were 3 comments. Boy, she sanitized her comments. All right, Topsy Turvy says, can't wait to see you sitting in your kitchen and eating again. Exciting. Was that sarcasm? Queen Giddy said, so you're, quote, disconnected from comments, huh? Way to respect your members and audience. Look, don't make, what was her name? Rainy Ree or whatever the fuck her name was, get in here and leave you snarky comments. Don't make her white knights come white knight. And Queen Lee too says, where's your seatbelt? It's required in Texas. She doesn't wear seatbelts and it's right there. Can't you see it? It's right there. Look, there's the seatbelt. It's right there. I guess this is what we're going to be watching on the 27th. Post Texas updates and a needed convo with members. Ooh, a needed combo. Ooh, we need this combo. I don't know why I did that. I don't have an excuse for that one. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can tell there's dry shampoo in her hair. Yeah, you're still talking about Anna. This is Rosee time. Rosee. Do you really think she can buckle that seatbelt? Maybe? Megan says, I think she meant that she's disconnecting the comments from her comments section by deleting them. Oh, yeah. So for my members live on Monday, please excuse me. We went over this little gem. I don't know what happened there. We went over this little gem, right? Which everyone's seen by now, and I have a video where I'm going over it, right? And I read the comments from it. Everybody's gone over this at least 1 million times, and I'll have a video up tonight for members, and then it'll go live tomorrow for everybody else, because that's how this shit works most of the time. But anyway, so I came down here to read the comments for the video that I was recording. And like, I was trying to read the comments that I was looking for the comments that I had read on Monday. Grifters Anonymous. Wow. And I didn't see any of them because I was really looking for Mel's Salty Chickens comment, right? She's deleted so much. And there's still 34 comments here. She went through and deleted everything that I had read, pretty much everything that I had read on Monday night. Pretty much everything I read on Monday night, she had deleted by the time I recorded on Tuesday. So all of the comments that I was reading on Tuesday, with the exception of like 2, were brand new. And she deleted replies to comments, because I think there were 2 comments that she left up that were like the beginning of the conversation, and then the replies, she went through and just deleted all the replies. So yeah, you're really disconnected from your comments there. She's absolutely just going to be telling members that they cannot expect her to do anything more than what she's willing to do. Yeah, no, seriously. Let's see. There are some new ones here. This person says, Grifters Anonymous, your next stepmother. That's cute. Who is a member? Where's the refund? Then there's Tinks. Sure. Telling people to just cancel their membership doesn't make things right. They need to be refunded. Some people's memberships will probably have already expired by the time you get around to editing and posting the Texas vlogs. You're expecting people to pay twice, and they're not even getting the content they signed up for. You don't have to provide any content if you can't be bothered to, paid or freed, but you should be held accountable when you make empty promises. If this was a once-off, I'm sure people would be more understanding, but by now, this is a clear pattern of behavior. This person just said embarrassing. There's Queen Giddy. Oh, I already read that one. Yeah, and then the rest of these are... There's Roxy Rain. Roxy Rain is our new White Knight. Roxy Rain is Rosee's new ride or die. You go, Roxy. She hasn't noticed you yet, though. I will point out to you, Roxy, like, she hasn't hearted any of your comments yet. But if you try harder, Senpai will notice you. Putting it out there. But yeah, all of the comments and the replies that I read the other day are gone now. So, but she's so freaking insecure. Yeah. Ooh, Kina Dockery posted a new video. Kina Dockery's videos are amazing. Hello, Amanda Hug and Kiss. Hello, Curvy. Hello, Emily Elbows. She's going to have a bunch of angry members in her first live back, and she'll play the victim about it. Yeah, she'll block a bunch of new members. She'll block a bunch of her members right off the bat. Roz not following through on promises is the most predictable pattern in human history, right? Is Roxy Rain Remy? No, I went and checked out Roxy Rain. They have a channel that's like 10 years old. They have a lot of weird shit on there. They've got videos of them playing around with nunchucks. And also them doing hula hoop dancing. But not the cool kind. I'm not trying to be a dick about it. It's just not... How have I not liked this video? It's been over a year and I've not liked this video? How was that? Sugar-free bubble tea. Nobody's after Nerfy, I promise you. Hello, Porcelain Requiem. We're going to watch Nerfy's videos about Rosee. I am going to speed them up a little bit. We're going to speed it up. Just a smidge. Here we go. CC? CC. My partner's home. Hang on real quick. Okay, anyway. Well, whatever Porcelain Requiem said, that was their dream as well. I mean, it could be a sock account, just a really long laying sock account. But I did look into it. It just struck me that Nerfy is a pun on Buffy. Is it? Glad it's not Roz or Remy, though. I mean, like I said, if it is, it's a really long playing one. But all right. So for those of you that have never seen Reaction Channels Never Die, aka Nerfy, this is Nerfy. Nerfy also has links and stuff for things if you need assistance. People are nicer than I am. Let me put it that way. But all right. So this first one that we're going to watch is called Separated at Birth, Amberlynn Reid and Quirke Love Rosee. So, Zincat, I like to think super famous. If we heard their voice, we'd all be like, Hugh Jackman. Maybe. Maybe. Roxy was a pattern member too. Yeah, to nerf something is to decrease the power. That much I knew. Nerfy.
I'm a nice person, man. I never want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I will.
Hi, welcome to me.
Look at that hair.
A lot of people have called me ALR 2.0, and I'm like...
I will say this right now. Nerfy cannot be nice. Okay? Just putting it out there. If you're expecting someone who talks about things like I do, Nerfy Nerfy can be a little mean, okay? I let other people be mean for me. Let me put it that way.
Like, that's just disrespectful. You know?
Oh, and welcome to me. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or whatever it happens to be for all of you lovely people out there. Today, I want to do something fun. Well, okay, it's going to be fun for you. For me, it's mental torture, but hey, let's just do this. I've been wanting to cover this particular Rosee video for a little bit of time now because honestly, I love that she claims that she isn't a lol cow.
First of all, I'm not an LOL cow. You're never gonna catch me saying I'm an LOL cow because I'm not.
What video was that she flashed up there?
That she isn't a lol cow.
Sorry.
Time now. Let's do this. I've been wanting to cover this particular Rosee video for a little bit of time now because honestly, I love that she claims that she isn't a lol cow.
First of all, I'm not an LOL cow.
Zincat.
You're never gonna catch me saying I'm an LOL cow because I'm not.
Do LOL cows say that they're LOL cows? I mean, I suppose they can, but is that what they do? Laziest intro. I love her intro. Actually, I hate it so much. Hi, welcome to me.
No matter how many people try to push me into that box.
You fit so nicely, though. It's one of the few things you fit in.
I'm never going to give them what they want.
As she shoves food into her mouth.
Well, I mean, Rosee, that's the great thing about Girl World and being a lol cow, is you don't get a say. The community decides. But let's just test your theory, shall we? Now, if you haven't watched this video, it was put out.
Reaction reviews and moves, I'm a lol cow. All right, I mean, hey. If you want to own it, own it. The LOL cow. Yeah, she can't say lol cow. Hello, M. LaFay. Hello, who snuck in here? Woma. Hello, Bewitchy. Jasmine. BJ Puck. I think there's some other people who got Hero Ruby. Hello, Ruby.
After she started to get criticism for her beef with ALR, that honestly, in my opinion, she started on purpose for clout.
Hello, Oliver.
She wasn't trying to be a good person and defend Emily, mainly because she isn't a good person. But before I did my video and other people started to jump on board and do theirs, this was her.
Today has been a day. I'm not having a bad day. It's just a wild day because Lynn attacked me in DMs today and I posted the screenshots on Twitter because her.
If any of you are new to the great, wonderful world that is, what do we call the Rosieverse? What are we going to call the Rosalind verse? And hello, Sarah, how are you? Hello, Cat Whisperer. My lips is dry. Well, about a year ago, Rosee got caught leaving sympathetic messages underneath Emily's Instagram posts. We're playing with box of chocolates again. About the missing cat. And Amber, being Amber, went off in the DMs with against Rosee. And Rosee, being Rosee, did it for clout. This was all for clout. She went in poking Amber because she wanted Amber to do exactly what Amber did. And then as soon as Rosee had the DMs that she wanted, she ran to the internet. Oh my God, you guys, look at the DMs that Amber sent me. Ha 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 ha. Because she was trying to embarrass Amber and show Girl World how cool she was because she had goaded Amber into reacting to her. But Girl World was like, why are you talking to Emily in the first place? You're the one that was telling Amber that she shouldn't even be talking to Emily because Emily is she's a feeder. And you're the one who keeps saying that adult Edie Yum Yum Times is awful and bad and that they're going to remove you from the mortal plane. So why the hell are you talking to Emily in the first place? And when everybody started asking her that question, Rosee didn't have a good response to it. And that's when Girl World suddenly started looking at Rosee really fucking hard. And we all decided that she actually was a lol cow. And that's about the time when shit really started to get bad for Rosee, because everybody, the big channels, really started noticing all the bullshit that Rosee was pulling. So this particular incident, it's not the incident that was, that made Rosee a lol cow. It's just the incident that everybody went, what? And then everyone started doing really deep dives to Rosee, with the exception of a few channels that had always been doing deep dives into Rosee. And that's when we all started going, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're not supposed to be the lol cow, remember? So why the fuck were you talking? She still hasn't ever answered that question. Why the fuck were you talking to Emily in the first place?
I'm in a good mood, but like, I can't believe that today happened. Because I got attacked for commenting
the Quirke verse,
something benign, and was accused of being desperate and trying to get with her ex.
So not everyone believes her, but honestly, I'm going to do something fun in this video. Let's take a look, and I'm just going to chop it up because honestly, she just prattles on and on.
In terms of the deeper stuff, in terms of my weight loss, in terms of my health, a while ago, I kind of just lied down and never got back up.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. I've seen this before. Give me just 1 second. No. Oh, what is even that? No. Ah, here it is. I knew I had seen this before.
So lately I've just been feeling very detached from vlogging. Like, I was doing so good with it, and then like I had really bad lows with my bipolar, and it's like made me depressed and kind of detached from a lot in my life. Like, things that I used to enjoy doing, I no longer enjoy doing that, and things that used to make me happy no longer even like make me smile. So
where did it go? Lala Mochi says when she laughs like that, you know she's lying and or uncomfortable at being caught, right? Go take a nap reaction reviews. Fake laugh and smirk on her face the whole time, but she totally doesn't want to be a girl. She wants to be a girl in the worst possible way. Technically, we can just call the Rosee verse the kitchen. Quirkyverse is good, but the kitchen's pretty funny. What channel are we watching? This used to be called what did Nerfy call her channel? Nerfy McNerfington, I think. But it's now called The Reaction Channels Never Die. This used to be Nerfy's channel. I mean, it's still Nerfy's channel, but Nerfy hasn't posted anything in a really long time that I'm aware of. I know, I low-key kind of like calling it the kitchen. I kind of like it.
It's like vlogging just, I don't know, I just feel so disconnected.
That's never gonna be funny.
Told you guys, one per video. But wow, it's almost like they are, well, the same. Both of them being able to simply lay down and not get back up. Normal people have to keep going. They have to be strong. They have to power through. Anyways, Amber 2.0, I interrupted you. That was rude. Go on.
Amber 2.0.
I'm obviously very nervous too.
I'm not gonna lie, I really kind of like her hair like this.
This is probably gonna get like personal and pretty deep, so
Nerfy's streaming on Twitch now. No more Girl World content. Okay. Well, and I don't blame her either.
if I cry, I'm sorry.
If you cry. This is likely telling all of us that she's going to cry. She is going to cry and wants us all to hone in on that crying, so she is able to twist it and move it around later on. You see, everything here is about manipulation. Want to know how I know? Well, I've stuck my hand on this hot burner before.
Why are you talking about haters or hater nation? Why are you talking about the reaction channels? It's because I'm finally using my voice. For so long, I let rumors become false facts because I didn't say anything. I didn't stand up for myself.
And I learned that eventually you have to take your hand off. This is manipulation. And while it is good manipulation, she's doing a great job. I can't imagine she thought people were honestly this stupid.
Yes, she did.
Truth is, I think I kind of accidentally pinned myself into an unhealthy dynamic with my lives and my eating.
Well, I mean, I gotta give it to her. She did say that it was her doing and not anyone else's, so that puts her just a smidgen above Amber.
Maybe it is guilt. I don't know. I feel ashamed. I feel alone.
I did not consent to this, Amber.
This is not pity me. If I cry, ignore it. Just
I love how all of the girls can just cry on command. Just on command. All of them.
I'm strictly filming this because I want to lay it all on the line.
Look how small Amber is.
I'm just so tired.
Okay, maybe not, but still on par with the whole, the reaction channels are after me and I have to make this better route. By the way, this is bullshit. She doesn't think any of this. You know how I know?
No, I already take a low dose of metformin and no. Oh yeah, I could be feeling this way because I restarted all my meds, my mental health meds. That's also a thing.
She really can't make content where she's not shoveling food in her face. This was a year ago, by the way. Just putting this all into timeline context for you. And she's a sloppy eater.
This was her live stream right after this all started coming out. So I don't know what corner she thinks she's in, but she seems comfortable enough.
I don't want to vlog me whining and complaining
Much.
and making excuses. I don't want to vlog pretending that things are fine when they're not. I don't want to vlog and monetize my food addiction. I sure don't.
Oh, okay. This is food addiction. Or is it autism? Or is it BED? Honestly, you and Amber jump from diagnosis to diagnosis so much, I don't even know how y'all keep track. But let's be real. She's blaming her food addiction simply because she can. And as someone with BED and an addict with 16 years sober under her belt and almost a year without binging, I just want to kindly say, f*** off.
And they really help me, you know, with my food addiction, my takeout addiction. And I think that's why the clinic recommends them.
Oh, sorry, Amber. I forgot you were here. Yeah, you both of you can f*** off.
And I can list all these excuses and I can list all of these things and say all of these reasons. And I might discuss some of them because I think there are people that can relate to it.
Well, I mean, there might be, but I can only think of a few. Why, here's one now.
Because I've been doing it for so long. It's like I need to talk to someone and figure this out because I just can't keep feeling like this. What I'm trying to say is I have been turning to food to help me feel better, and in return, it's making me feel worse.
Yeah, no one truly relates to any of this because it's a figment of your imagination. You are so used to your echo chamber, that safe and cozy area in YouTube where you have 17 mods that'll strike down anybody and everybody that could even say anything bad about you. So,
how many of those mods that she had a year ago does she still have? Because a year, because the people that she had in her chat a year ago, so many of them are gone now. In my my video that I keep telling you I'm going to put out tonight, I was like, I can think of 10 people off the top of my head that used to be supporters of Rosee's that are no longer, not only are they no longer supporters, but a good chunk of them are now reactors to her. And and I'm like, and I'm not counting myself. And I did. I got through, like, I didn't name names, but I was like thinking on my fingers, and I was like, yeah, that's 10 people just right off the top of my head. So
Like Amber, you're prefacing an excuse by saying you don't want to, even though you already did by mentioning food addiction. Makes perfect sense. Good, great, awesome. Glad you're original. Next.
This fear, and I almost predicted this because I fell back into one of my cycles, one of my patterns, and I am embarrassed.
I think Nikki was saying that this video here is no longer up anymore. So, which big fucking surprise on that. Did I react to this one? I can't remember if I reacted to this one, but
Embarrassed about it because I am so self-aware of it.
So self-aware of
You
it.
are?
Yes. Yes, this is the model of being self-aware. This is what self-awareness looks like, everybody. The fact that
Hey,
this
Yummy.
came out after getting criticism, yeah, just ignore all of that. The fact that a few clips you see around me are from after all of this happened, ignore that as well, because you see, this level of manipulation is meant for you to try and believe that she didn't mean anything by it, that she is going to get better, that she can do better. And once again, I have heard this all before.
Blah, blah, blah. And I've actually found coping mechanisms, and I'm able to be self-aware and in tune with myself when I realized, Amberlynn, like, the reality versus like what you're seeing with, like, what I like to say, part of my BPD brain, those two things are completely separate and different. And it took me a long time to, like, get to that point.
Yeah, I forgot that forgot about the BPD. One of Nerfy's things that she just fucking hated Amber for was the BPD thing. So if you hear Nerfy go off on Amber about the BPD, that's why.
Yeah, nice try though. And yeah, I'm cutting out all her self-reflective bullshit because I can't be bothered with it right now. There's more important things in this video.
I don't understand
Would have lasted longer than 3 months, but I was blocked.
this
Aw,
disconnect I've
Yummy.
had my whole life.
Your whole life. And how many therapists do you have? Or have had? Or were you just talking to walls? Because if you were, there's absolutely no shame in it. The only reason I stopped talking to myself is because I refuse to take the opinion of my mentally ill self.
Or were you just talking to walls? Just Jamie says it's crazy how much weight she's gained. Yeah, this was roughly a year ago. Because the video that we are watching was published a year ago, and all of these clips were taken from around that time. So these videos are from roughly a year ago. So
But your whole life, huh?
When I'm doing the right thing, I'll instantly drop weight. That's just the way my body reacts. I've been like that my whole life, my actual whole life.
Oh, there it is. I have a question for you, Rosie. Did you just watch all of Amber's explanation and apology videos and just make notes? Because it seems like you did. Might be all the reaction channels you watch.
I watch reaction channels of a couple people I don't like that I think are interesting enough to keep up with, but I don't watch them directly.
Eventually, you find one that's made some greatest hits of Amberlynn trying to cry on camera compilation. So it would not shock me if you tried to figure out what works and what doesn't, and then mix up the list and tried everything that doesn't. Anyways.
I've done so much therapy.
when?
That when I'm in therapy nowadays, I just get frustrated because I feel like I'm going in circles. And that's another thing that contributed to this was I lost my insurance a few months ago. 2, 3, 4 months ago. Honestly, I don't remember.
I have yet to have a therapist that I've paid for through with insurance, so cry me a fucking river, bitch. You can pay for your shrink out of pocket. They will adjust their fees for you. Like every therapist I have had over the past 10 years now has adjusted their fees for me because they don't take insurance and I'm paying out of pocket. And I know they're adjusting their fee for me because they tell me that. Okay? So if you really were serious about getting a therapist, you would find one and they would work with you to get you help. Okay? But no, you sleep through the therapy sessions that I think you got for free from, I don't remember why you got your therapy sessions, but the point is you sleep through the therapy sessions that you have. So what therapy? The only reason Rosee goes to therapy is so that she can learn new buzz terms so that she can weaponize them.
What month it was. And losing my
Therapy
insurance meant I lost access to my therapy. And that sucked. I haven't been in therapy for a bit.
Okay, but you're the reason you lost your therapy. Literally, you quit your job because you said you couldn't do it. You tried to get short-term disability while you were on leave and then was denied. So I'm very curious onto why you let your therapy lapse. Listen, she makes money on YouTube. There is no way she doesn't. Don't look at her clothes and think that she's a homeless person that she looks to be. She gets super chats and her lives get massive, massive views, even though her vlogs do not. Wonder why. She could be in therapy, but why do that when you can hide behind some kind of excuse?
How come I stopped going to therapy? Because I ended up moving to a different state and my therapist couldn't be my therapist anymore, which sucked so fucking bad, like truly. And since then, I just haven't gotten a new one.
Excuses, girls. But it has to be hard because I have a feeling that you both therapists shop because the moment they realize you don't have something or suggest something that you don't want to do or want to hear, you leave and go find another one that'll buy your shit.
I feel so defeated.
I mean, I can sympathize with pretty much any other woman on the planet when I hear this, but for some reason I have a hard time sympathizing with you. And I'm not sure why.
But I can't blame myself now because I am doing everything that the doctors are telling me to do, that the professionals are telling me to do. And I just feel so lost.
Oh, that was Rarity's tale.
I feel so scared. I feel hopeless. I feel defeated. I really, really, truly don't know what to do anymore. And a lot of people can look at this and be like, it's so simple. Just count your calories.
Oh, that's why. Because we've all had our hand on this burner before. We have gotten this depressed pity me talk before. Foolish me, I totally forgot. Carry on.
And I've recently been thinking about this because I've been behaving like an addict recently.
Aw, thank you.
And I'm hiding it from everyone in my life because I'm embarrassed and ashamed.
Yes, so ashamed. This is the look of shame, everyone. Also, once again, as a recovering addict, go yourself. But also,
I have always said that I have binge eating disorder. I was diagnosed with binge eating disorder.
Is this going to get me struck? Her video is still up, so I'm going to guess not.
But was I misdiagnosed?
I guess we'll find out.
Because am I just a food addict? I think of this. I've been thinking a lot of addiction lately, with like my family. Sorry.
are you going to have one genuine, authentic thought in your head, or are you just going to repeat things that you've heard Amber say? Look, I know this seems like I'm picking and choosing your statements, but I'm really not. I'm cutting out some heavy breathing and just prattling fake self-loathing crap.
Just cutting out the heavy breathing. Oh shit, I didn't realize this one was like an hour long. Well, maybe we'll do multiple days of this. I am going to speed this back up again though. Are you guys comfortable with it at a slightly faster speed? Because, like, the girls talk slower than shit, and Rosee, wow, I am so sorry. Nerfy speaks a little bit fast. I know, you left Pulpy for me. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you. Lindsay, there you are. Is Rosee still in Texas? No, Rosie's back. I can't keep up with Foodie rolling around Canada and Glitter trying to hide from She's hiding from herself. She's hiding from her body. Is it time for a bathroom break? No, but almost. Don't mind it being faster. No, go for it. Okay, cool. All right, we will speed it up a little bit then. So, again, this video is a year ago. All right. And the video, I know she keeps putting in these little clips here, but this is not the video she's reacting to. She just keeps putting these clips of Rosee shoving food into her face to kind of point out that everything Rosee says in the video that we are actually reacting to is bullshit. But the other point that Nerfy keeps making with the clips from Amber is that everything Rosee's saying is shit that Amber has said. And like, I think, was it 2 streams ago now? Somebody pointed out that there's nothing unique about Rosee because we've already seen this before. We've already heard everything that Rosie's going to say either come out of Amber's mouth for the most part, because she mimics Amber more than any of them, but also out of Foodie's mouth. She's like a combination of Amber and Foodie, more Amber than Foodie, but there's the combination's there, right? And this is just further proof of that. It's just kind of a side by side of, and sometimes you can't even like hear, like if you're just listening, you may not even notice when Nerfy's flipping between the 2 videos because they even sound alike sometimes. Aw, Yami, you're so sweet. We're back to the kitchen feeding. Yes. I think as much as I like the Quirke verse, I think we're gonna call the Rosee world the kitchen because I just really like it. I just really like it. But yes, we're going to be back in the kitchen on Friday.
I am telling you, this is all the key phrases. And it makes me think she's even more pathetic because of how transparent she is and obvious it is.
Maybe not in my life, maybe not in like my past traumas, I don't feel that way, but in my current moment, when it comes to food, when it comes to this addiction that I have, I think I am in a victim mindset.
Okay, so obviously somebody doesn't understand addiction there, lovely. When you are an addict, you're usually not the victim. Now, don't get me wrong, a lot of people become addicts in order to fill a hole in them or try and self-medicate from some mental illness, but that does not always make us victims. Now, I will say there are likely some out there that do, but there is not many addicts out there.
She's gonna be a thickum of a quesadilla. I already talked my shit. I got my shit talking out of my system. I need some water. Drunk quesadilla time.
She is drunk, by the way. Just putting it out there. She got drunk this stream. This was New Year's? Was this New Year's? The girl got smashed.
God, I wish I had sour cream.
Making money off showcasing their addictions for the world to see. There's no one cheering for someone that's hitting a giving them $10 and asking them when the next time they're going to be lighting up is. But in your streams, it is a constant stream of questions on if you're cooking or eating or anything to do with it. So please, don't spread your victimhood and stand as if you're part of the addicts, because you are so more revolting than they are.
I have been...
And I want a sandwich now. I haven't had lunch, and it's 5 o'clock, so... That's the other problem with having therapy in the middle of the day. I forget to eat. I don't know. I think it's a performative drunk. I think there was definitely some performing going on there. I think all of the girls do that, though. Like, they all... Well, I don't know, because I don't really watch... I've never watched any of Glitter's drunk videos. Because I don't actually like hanging out with drunk people. So, like, I don't really like watching people who are drunk. It's the same kind of cringe factor for me. But like when Amber does it and when Rosee does it, the whole like they have like 2 sips of an alcoholic beverage and they're like, tee, I'm drunk. Tee. It's like, no, you're not. I wouldn't even be drunk and I don't drink. So I have like no tolerance. And 2 sips is not going to get me drunk. I do need a sandwich timer. I just set the timer again, so I'm definitely going to need to go to the bathroom when this goes off. So just letting everybody know. This will definitely be the bathroom timer. The ounce wedding vibe. She loved those hats for a hot minute, and I'm not apologizing for this freeze screen.
Participating in communities online that I know aren't good for me.
Wait. Is that my community?
Yes. Yes, it was.
The Amberverse? The Foodieverse? Yes, she talks shit on her as well. Or Girl World. Or is it the Edie Yum Yum you seem to enjoy
Now you know where I got Edie Yum Yum from.
so much? Because, well, you're constantly eating on camera after all. You were doing this talking about other communities before.
It's surely something.
Oh my god. You just think she's the
Thank you,
cutest fucking thing
Andrea.
on the
It's
planet.
spicy. Sure is, fam.
Can I go to the bathroom, please, before I do a PR? No, that's why they're called PRs. You can only go to the bathroom when the clock says so. Do you see? Do you see the time? That's how much time you've got. God.
Thank you, Lee. Good to see you.
It was definitely us.
I'm doing good. Thank you, Mystic. Oh, shit. The tea is that kink shaming feeders when you're dating one is a bad idea.
Says the person who later on decides to go leave comments underneath said feeder's Instagram specifically just to piss Amber off.
Oh!
Hello, Laurel.
Ooh! The tea is hot tonight.
Same
You have
Minotaur.
even reacted to Girl World content. Careful, Snowflake, she's coming for you. Run for it. And you actively talk more and more about Girl World. You even have a tea hat. What changed is the fact that you thought everyone would see those DMs that you obviously orchestrated and would giggle. But outside of your community, everyone thought that it was, okay, well, it varies from either being very stupid, very manipulative, or really messed up that you shared DMs. I don't know where I land. That's why we're getting this, because you're getting your wish and you don't want it. Rosee, you are now a part of Girl World.
This is what I'm talking about. The DMs fucking backfired on her big time. It did not go the way she wanted it to go. She really thought she was going to get ass pats and everybody was going to be like, oh my God, Rosee, you're so clever. Oh my God. And instead, everybody was just like, what is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? So, yeah. I see you, Sane Minotaur. I see you.
So,
Tiny, can I go to the bathroom? You guys. I assume most of you are adults, so
when I recently found myself
so you have to ask the moderators if you can go to the bathroom.
in these like weird tit for tat things that I didn't necessarily ask for, but that I engaged in.
Unless the next words out of your mouth are about how you were wrong and that you are lying and that you did
Look at her like double fisting the food into her mouth.
100% ask for the smoke from Amber, from the reaction channels, this is all null and void because you are lying and you're merely trying to regain a footing in making yourself a victim.
Spoiler alert, it's not.
Oh, spoiler alert, it is.
Good, then we agree, don't we? Look, I understand with that shit-eating grin on your face, you think that you're getting away with something. But let me show you all I see.
And I know people are about to say, you're going to get addicted to gambling. Trust me, I don't have that in me. I just don't have that addiction. I don't have that want or anything like that. I just know that people always turn even things that I enjoy into something negative, and I know that's what's going to happen.
That's it. That's smug and superior. Oh, I shouldn't have done this, but I'm explaining myself, and that's my get out of jail free card. But hey, I'm sorry, I interrupted again. Carry on.
I don't want to vlog me whining and complaining.
I need a clip of this so I can just play it every time she bitches. I'll pass from the bathroom. Yeah, still to this day, Rosee engages in this. Yeah. Yami, you are immortal. That is what age you are. You are forever young.
And making excuses. I don't want to vlog pretending that things are fine when they're not. I don't want to vlog.
I beg your deepest pardon? You don't want to monetize your food addiction. You have it on subscriber only mode at all times. Unless you've been subbed for 20 minutes, you're not chatting there. You get super chats and memberships, but you don't want to make money off your addiction. Okay, girl, explain this.
Income versus outcome, because I need more, need to make more money than my bills, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, just like, oh, yeah. Pretty sure he was a DoorDasher.
Do you have income on paper?
What?
Do you have income on paper?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking because you qualify for food stamps.
Oh, that's okay. But yes, I do have income. Yep.
Or
I don't know what that was. Sorry.
girl, explain this.
Income versus outcome, because I
Explain this outcome.
I need to make more money than my bills, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, just like, oh, yeah.
I need to make more money than my bills, and I was like, yeah.
Pretty sure he was a DoorDasher.
Fuck you.
Do you have income on paper?
This person says, do you have income on paper?
What?
Do you have income on paper?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking because you qualify for food stamps.
Oh.
No, I'm just asking you if... Oh, she's on food stamps. Oh. How did I miss this?
That's okay. But yes, I do have income. Yep.
So that person was asking her if she had income because she was on food stamps? Are they trying to hide her SW income? What's SW? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to be so stupid tonight. What is SW income? Sorry. Adult yummy fun times? Someone recently got into Rosee because Amber has been so terrible lately. Oh, as someone, sorry, Blue Eyes, Thick Thighs. Did she just try to force her way into girl world trying to be some morally superior girl on a white horse or what? Yes, actually. Rosee busted her way like the Kool-Aid man into girl world, literally saying, I am the new queen of girl world. That is how she introduced herself to girl world. Like literally. Because I remember Alex's Shook was covering it, and he was like, "Oh, you're the new girl, you're the new queen of girl world, are you?" So yeah, that's how Rosee brought herself into girl world. Was I am the new queen of girl world. So yeah, Rosee's always been gunning to be the top girl in girl world. So people thought she was lying to get food stamps back then. Well, I mean, I know Florida's a different state and all that, but they put food stamps on a card. Yeah. She said, you've got the food stamps card. Oh, that's what she said. Okay. I couldn't quite understand what she was saying. Thank you, Wicked. Yeah, they put food stamps on a card now these days. It's effectively a bank account now. I haven't had them in a very, very long time, but I have myself been on food stamps. That was a really long time ago. But yeah, if you need them, use them. There's nothing bad about it, but I don't think Rosee needs them. And I don't think she needed them then. But I don't think you can use food stamps to buy restaurant food like that.
Or this.
It tastes kind of watery.
God, she's like a fucking toddler and it drives me nuts. Wow. I have seen primates who don't make faces like this when they eat food they don't like. I have literally watched videos of literal primates who don't make faces like this when they eat food they don't like. Or pull shit like this. Like, I have been to the zoo and watched. I fucking hate it so much. Anyway.
Damn.
You have monetized all of that. You've monetized all of it. You have eaten on every single live stream that I have ever watched and had to sift through. You make it a focal point. And the reason we know it's a focal point is because everyone asks you if you've eaten, if you're cooking, and all of those questions. You are trying to be better than Amber here by you not willing to make money in this way. But you are. You are making a massive amount of money this way. And the fact that you are either lying to us or yourself is absolutely pathetic.
Sing cat. Sing cat, Jesus. I like that though. I made egg roll in a bowl. It was really good. I followed a recipe and it turned out really good.
Love the acting here. We should really get you a medal, honestly, or even an Oscar. I love the camera check over and over to make sure that you are in frame and centered. Very nice. Why do I think it's fake? Because she goes right back to what she was doing the next day. And every day she has gone live since then. So
I was hit by a truck a million times over, just repeatedly, over and over and over. Like, I just feel like I can't live without her, but I know that I have to because it's just like, I know what I deserve.
Saving the Wrong Species says, we joke about the feral chat, but I think she must have just been a feral. She must just been feral as a child. She has absolutely no sign of having an upbringing at all. I know. Like, holy Christ, woman. Do you not watch television at all? Yeah, performative crying is irritating, yes. But all right. I was reading the chat there for a second. I'll change accounts, but it's me. Hello, Bella. Who were you in here as earlier? Let's see. I mean, we can have the food stamp discussion some other time, but I mean, there's no shame in being on food stamps if you need to be. But I think there is some discussion to be had on people who, Rosee, don't need to be on food stamps who are. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. Surely to God you make enough. Well, she was unmonetized there for a little while. But, like, you live in a house that you don't pay for. Like, I don't understand. Anyway, I'm gonna let this run while I go to the Badenzimmer. But be sure to drink water, and if y'all need to go to the Badenzimmer, now is your time. But I'm gonna let this play. I'm going to, as Scar says, I'm going to leave you with the babysitter. This is a good babysitter to leave you with. But I'm gonna run, and I'll be right back.
Seen this all before. It's almost like a rerun at this point.
The Food Addicts Anonymous, whatever the fuck that is, because I don't agree with food abstinence. I don't even know how that works. Actually, I read into it, and the way that it works is too extreme. The extreme restriction doesn't work for me in my binge eating disorder.
Oh, and a binge eating disorder. Girl, you are just checking boxes to get where you're going, aren't you? By the way, the food abstinence is as follows. Abstinence could be broadly defined as the action of refraining from addictive-like eating behaviors. An individual is considered abstinent when he or she is eating food prescribed by a pre-designated food plan at specific meal times during the day. Abstinence is further defined as following a meal plan that eliminates binge-triggering food.
I tried my hardest to go to an Overeaters Anonymous meeting this last Friday. Actually, that was just yesterday, and I could not find it anywhere. I trucked and trucked and trucked and trucked. Downpouring rain, I got soaking wet. I was trying really, really hard to go to this meeting. I really felt like this meeting would help me in a way. I really want to go through the 12 steps. I want to get a sponsor. I want to hear other people's stories. I maybe one day will share mine, but not anytime soon because I am pretty shy.
So let's just pause and take some stock. You have a food addiction, supposedly, and BED, once again, supposedly, and yet you're happy doing this?
Oh my god. This is better the next day. Oh my god. That's so good.
On live stream. Looks like you didn't fall off the wagon because you were never on it to begin with. And it looks like you aren't trying to give us a valid reason. No, instead, this just looks like you're giving excuses on why you're not going. But once again, there's no valid reason here.
I'm not the type of person to skirt accountability.
Oh, you mean like this?
Yeah, criticisms, thank you. Of me is like that I basically just, I like attention. Let me be so fucking for real. Anybody with a YouTube channel likes attention. Any reactor that you like, any vlogger that you watch, anybody on the internet with their face attached to it.
I mean, you have to be comfortable with a certain amount of attention on you if you're gonna have a YouTube channel. It's just all there is to it. As soon as you put yourself on the internet, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I like it, but I don't hate it. But I mean, for realsies, if you're gonna be on the internet, you have to be comfortable with a certain amount of attention on you, because people are gonna look, and everybody has an opinion. Especially if you're gonna put yourself out there as some kind of like health channel or lifestyle channel, because everybody's gonna have an opinion of, you know, your lifestyle and your food choices and all that. Speaking of which, I got myself some snack bars, so I am hungry. And we're on another 15 minutes. I guess we think Anna's not going to compete. ASMR. Hi, Mom, we're good. I'm not going to scroll up, don't worry. Whatever nefariousness you guys were getting into, I'm not going to scroll up for that. Your tiny blue altar where you do tiny blue sacrifices? Okay. God damn it, Scar. Why do you come in when I put food in my mouth? Every time. Do I put my washcloth in the washer and wash my hands? Yes. Why would I not? What is? Rosee kicked in the door, criticizing foodies eating on camera. Yeah. The babysitter didn't give you any snacks? You were supposed to get goldfish and Kool-Aid. That was my favorite thing. I loved goldfish and Kool-Aid. Especially when the fish were like puffed, because then I would dip. You'd eat just a little bit of the goldfish to make like a little cup out of it, and you scoop up some Kool-Aid. Anybody else do this? So scoop up some fruit punch or Kool-Aid, and then you eat the goldfish with the fruit punch. Ah. Woohoo, we're going to the vape shop. Woo! K-bums. Sigh.
Likes attention. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no guys, I don't like attention. I'm traumatized, I'm mentally ill, and I have a lot of fucking problems. I like attention. I didn't get enough as a child. Sue me.
I'm just fat and mentally ill, you guys. I still need that on a t-shirt. Still need that on a t-shirt. And I drink all of my drinks like I'm sucking it out of a baby bottle. Because I never learned how to drink from an adult cup. I never drink the Kool-Aid.
You mean like that? Because what you're doing now is making a very good job of making excuses for yourself and hiding behind them. But you sure as shit are not taking accountability. You are trying to make sure that you feel
Damn, saving the wrong species.
and appear a certain way to everyone involved. And that way, you are the victim. Always the victim.
Because I am a very mentally ill person.
Okay. Let's play a game if you would. Let's play a game. You don't have to vote in this one. I'm not like Scar, and I'm not going to make you vote. But just because I'm curious. You don't have to vote. But I'm just curious. Because statistically, 70% of us have something wrong with us. Which means only 30% of you are fine. So, this bullshit that she keeps trying to pull, like, oh, I'm mentally unwell. Join the fucking club. You're not special. Okay? You're clearly functional enough. So, what's your actual excuse? I sound like my fucking therapist. Jesus, God.
And trying to figure out how to acknowledge that and not use my mental health as a shield is something that...
Can I vote no even though I should vote yes? I mean, I can't see who votes what. You don't have to vote at all. It's completely optional. But I'm just saying.
I'm very cognizant of.
Love the eye contact there, Rosee. It's a fantastic manipulation tactic. You see, because she's trying to connect with you, make you feel for her with that intense, prolonged eye contact. She's doing her best, and honestly, girl, we've seen this play before, too.
I feel like this is a bad one. I'm honestly so horrified by the comment section on this video. How do you get to the point where you think it's okay to talk to another human being like this? Okay, you clearly don't get to be this size because you're a little lazy or eat the wrong foods. Very true. You're watching a seriously mentally ill person trying to better their life. True. And you somehow concluded with bullying being the answer. I get that she's said and done controversial things in the past and still do, but the way she's being talked about in the comment section is downright disgusting. How do you justify this to yourselves?
You're doing what she has always tried. It sounds to me that all of you think that we're just idiots. You claim that you're aware of not wanting to use it as a shield, but that's
I mean, I think you answered your own question there, Dainty Hernia. What happens if you're not medicated? I'm kidding. Also, yeah, your username's hilarious. Three open. I just dropped a pan of cake batter on the floor. I'm very unwell. Yeah. Been there, done that. Is she eating Spam? I have no idea what she's eating. I'm not used to hearing Amber's voice lately. I know, right? I didn't think I would ever actually miss hearing normal Amber, but I kind of do. Hi, it's me again. Jesus. I don't know what I missed, and I'm not going to scroll back to find out.
exactly what you're doing here. None of this is an explanation or a reason or you taking accountability. Now, if you had said all this and went and started to do different content, then sure. But it's all the same thing over and over again. Oh, well, they saw through Foodie, but they won't see through me. Oh, well, they saw through Amber, but I can get away with it. This is 2025. Mental health is one of the biggest issues in the world right now. Yet you sit there and act as if it gives you some kind of pass, some kind of get out of haters jail free card or something. And I'm sorry, but it doesn't. It's not even close to a get out of jail free card when you cry about mental health and then do this.
What fucking video is this? She has been playing this video of Rosee eating throughout this entire thing. And almost every clip, Rosee has something different shoveling into her mouth, with the exception of the ham. I think it's ham. I think she's eating ham. But every time I look at it, she's shoving something new in her mouth. Like, what stream was this? God, the jaw clicking.
This is really yummy. Honestly, I would pair this with a protein seek water and call this a meal.
So do me a favor and keep that one in your back pocket, girl, because we ain't the ones.
Because I do have CPTSD and ADHD and MDD, and I am chronically ill and I am disabled by my PTSD.
Sharp objects. Where are? This is why I don't keep them on my desk.
And it sucks.
I mean, you're claiming all of those things.
It's the same shirt, the same hair, the same everything. What was this, just like a 24-hour eating stream? What did I... Good Lord.
But there's no evidence to support any of it. And when you applied for disability, you were denied. So there's absolutely no proof of any of this. The only thing I've ever found to be semi-truthful is your diabetes. That's it. Your mental health and your chronic illness and all of that, big no. And once again, as somebody with a chronic illness and PTSD...
She also has MTV and VH1. I know.
I'm so sorry, boo, but you still got to get up and be a big...
Nikki. Did you vote?
Girl, I know it sucks that you do, but everyone does because, and I will say this again, you're no different from us. You are not special.
The past few weeks specifically, when it comes to the disease of my addiction, of my food addiction, have been bad because I have just been eating out at a rate that scares me.
So, wait, you're acknowledging that you've been hiding from this for the past few weeks. That's odd, because the last few weeks is when everyone that you didn't have in your pocket started to notice you. They started to pay attention to you. And now, all that behavior, it's just the fast food, guys. It's the turducken burger.
LMNOP. I think you have LMNOP.
If you know what that's from, you get a gold star from me.
Shake Shack. Okay.
Oh, dang. I meant to put a Rosee clip. Ah, well, they're interchangeable anyway at this point.
I purposefully keep it off the internet. Not to hide it, but because I don't want to glamorize it.
Is that why you do your mukbangs with your your eat with me videos with your tatas hanging out, or just, right there on the table so that everybody can see them? And I sent Scar the screenshot that I completely forgot I had. And it's Rosee in one of her stupid fucking hats, but she's got like this low cut red shirt on. It's like a red lacy thing. And the way she has herself sitting, it almost looks like if she didn't have her hands folded in front of her, she would just be naked. It would just be vast tracts of land. And I completely forgot I had that screenshot. And it's just like, that's how you dress for that, or you're walking around with your ears hanging low, and it's clear that you don't have any support. Like, at least get some like pasties. I don't need to see both your headlights. I just don't. But I mean, I realize that's not glamorous, but there's definitely a certain market for that.
I don't want to sensationalize it. I don't want to monetize off of it.
Then why is every one of your streams monetized when you're shoveling food into your mouth? That's monetization, baby.
Oh no, how could you want to do that? Instead, you can just glamorize stuffing your face with a serving spoon rather than getting a spoon over and over again. You can glamorize huge, copious amounts of food and getting drunk. You can
99% of Rosee Reactor hard drives are just filled with screenshots. I clear mine out occasionally. Shut up.
glamorize blocking anyone and everyone that doesn't agree with you, but takeout. Yeah, that's where we cross the line on this live stream list, guys.
The plan moving forward is baby steps because,
well, no. Here's the thing. Baby steps don't work. And the reason they don't work is because for a
No, modesty doesn't mean dressing dowdily. Dowdily? Yes. I don't know. We're making up words. But it does mean if you're look, there's dressing, you can even dress in a sexy way and still not have like it questionable if you even have a shirt on. Right?
big problem you have to find a big solution. And
so I'm trying to take this whole lifestyle change and work slowly with baby steps, because if you guys have me go all in head first, it's not gonna happen for me.
that does not work for something like that. You want to say baby steps because you're only interested in making sure that you don't get dinged by people when you mess up. Oh, I'm trying. It's baby steps. Bullshit. Put up or shut up. And here's a hint.
Where the hell did you come from?
I felt the soup dribble and I was like, no.
Where did you come from?
Ow. It's like, wait, I already have some rags I could use for that purpose.
She has yet to put up.
I've got to stop self-harming in this way, because that's what I'm doing.
Wow, big trigger words. See, you adore certain language, just like Ambi. When anyone, even your haters, hears the words self-harm, they instinctively want to help. They want to pity. But this is complete and utter manipulation in an extreme way. You said those exact words because you want to make sure people are feeling bad for you. They might show you some pity, but sorry, girl, my sympathy bone was gone a long time ago.
I don't talk to many people on like a very deep level because
he's 8. He's 8. He just turned he turned 8 in August. I might be lying to you. He might be 7. He's 7 or 8. I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. But he came in through the window, but he wants to go out through my door. So that's what that was about. He wants me to get up and open the door for him, and I'm not going to, because he came in through the window. He can go out through the window.
I don't trust people.
The only reason I paused it here is to throw this in.
He's not actually a chonk, Glitter. He's actually the weight he's supposed to be. The vet actually told, no, the window is open. Go out through the window. He's the weight he is supposed to be. He's a ragdoll. Come here. No, come here. He's a ragdoll Maine Coon mix. Come here. Yeah, hi. You still stink. Why do you stink so bad? See? No bones. No bones. Why do you smell? You always smell. You gonna lay down or what? Don't take my clock out. Okay. Just gonna go take out my sewing machine. The little one, the little brown cinnamon cat that gets up here, that's his sister. They're from the same litter. Please don't destroy things. Please. Well, you're sitting on my pincushion. I imagine it doesn't feel good. That is the sewing machine. I mean, you could get down. All right, whatever. It's your ass, not mine. He's sitting on my sewing desk right on top of my pincushion. I got nothing. Yeah, he's happy, I guess. No, he came in through the window. He can go out through the window. For a cat, every door is the right door. Right, I know. Uh-huh. I'm gonna go back to my video now.
No, I'm not going to get another girlfriend. No, I'm not wanting to date. I don't trust
That's Bragnir. His name is Bragnir. Hey, Tessa.
people at all in any sort of way.
Yeah, that hit me and I had to share. Anyways.
Having reaction channels dox my address and send packages to my house,
social security
and
number,
stalk my every move, and have several people try to infiltrate my community.
Girl, you infiltrated your own community. That was your problem. You infiltrated your own community and it exploded.
Really?
Wait, what? How did I become ALR? What?
Has like fucked with me in a way where I can't
Bella.
even like trust genuine engagement a lot of the time.
Infiltrate your community. What? That is what you've been actively trying to do to us. You did it to me personally. I have voice notes, messages, and DMs from you trying to get in with me. Not to mention the 1 or 3 of your mods trying to get into my Discord. But they're not smart enough to change their name from live streams, so they were escorted out. The doxing I'm never going to approve of, as you all well know.
Yeah. That's real shit. Not only did Rosee come over to the Discord and cause nothing but trouble, she tried to send her mods in to sneak in under the radar, but they didn't change their names from their online chat names. And so they, well, obviously were escorted out. Would you stop?
But I'm not going to sit here and have you play victim in every other part because you are the perpetrator. You did that. You continue to try and do that. I have to calm my Discord because unlike you, I don't have it set to private to make sure I don't have one of your shitty little mods come in and try and screenshot stuff or try and cause problems. What they're trying to screenshot, I'm not entirely sure because you're not that entertaining and we don't talk about you that often.
I don't even think she had her own thread yet. I don't think she had her own thread yet. I don't remember when Roz got her own little corner of the world. We used to have, like, I think it's still there, like the migration path, I think it was called. And that's where we discussed her for the most part. She also doxed herself I know, right? She was booted out of every community she entered. Yeah. 'Cause she... Enough eating. I'm sure some of this is on repeat. I hope. I don't. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt that some of this is on repeat. Wait, how did you all let me in? Why did you all let me in? Nerfy's Discord has a excuse me. Nerfy's Discord has good mods, and they've got good bots over there too, so... No, even after she got booted, we didn't start a thread. I talk as if I'm, have any control over it. We didn't even start covering her, really. So... Yeah, Kenvida. She gets booted out of every community, and she burns all of her bridges on her way out.
And then you don't want us to track your every move? Okay, then don't be a locale. Don't put yourself in a position that every time anyone looks at you, they see a lol cow. It's that simple. But you and I both know you can't do that. So don't frame this with tears and expect us to feel sympathy because
It's a little scary, let's be real. I just want to be a healthy person. Like, this video is so raw, you guys. Me, like, damn.
yeah,
Like,
we've heard this
damn.
all before.
I don't have things to hide.
Except the minors in your chat because you refuse to explore an adult-only platform. Oh,
Gee, where have we heard that before?
and the super secret Discord. We can't forget that. But sure, nothing to hide.
Eating it. I wish I could block DoorDash off my phone. Jesus Christ. You guys, you want to know something really stupid? For months, I would just delete DoorDash off my app off my phone every time I didn't want to use it. And like the next day I would re-download it and then I would delete it again.
Okay, I'm going to save you guys all a lot of time.
Aw, thank you, Saint Minotaur. We love having you here. We try to make a good community. Sean, this feral chat is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Someone in her chat told her how to do this.
Opal, you said. That's awesome. I didn't know that app existed.
Now, Opal is an app that is free forever for the basic version, and it allows you to block apps, along with a bunch of other features. But she didn't. Instead,
Shawnee, I'm pretty sure you're the one that emailed me about Opal. I will be using that. Yeah, did you get to try Opal? I'm
Yeah, I remember the whole Opal saga.
waiting to use it because I'm being realistic. During my first week of work, I may end up door dashing a couple times, but once I get settled into a work routine and
Why? Like, my first few weeks of work, I'm gonna DoorDash. Why? This was her work from home job, wasn't it? This was the beginning of the work from home job, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the only job I've been here for, was the work from home job. So yeah, she was working from home. Why are you door dashing?
kind of figure out what I need and what my days are going to look like. I'm going to vlog about trying out Opal.
she decided at first to put it off for a week. Why? I don't know. She's an idiot. That's pretty much it. But the viewer emailed her the name of the app, where to find it, and the app would help her with this. And it's available on iOS and Android. But
Doing a little bit of a meal prep because my goal is to not DoorDash for the rest of this week. And then my ultimate goal is in the beginning of March, I want to attempt the blocking DoorDash with that Opal app someone told me about.
Somebody told me that you have an app that will block my DoorDash. Sorry.
now all of a sudden, it's the beginning of March. And I promise you, when March comes around, she's going to have another excuse. So don't you fret, you door dashers. You'll have pay for the foreseeable future.
Talk about what was really going on and be honest about it.
Oh, good. It still seems like you're not ready to be honest because you're lying through your teeth. You're not being honest. This is a massive cover-up to get people off your back. Huh. This feels so familiar.
And that people think I'm lying about being able to walk for 10 minutes. Because knowing that I'm not lying and that it's almost a compliment that people think I'm lying because that means I've done something right.
Does that look like the face of somebody who isn't lying? Glitter. I'm sorry. I'm not really, but I'm sorry. You can tell Nerfy has been watching these two idiots long enough because she can't stand listening to them. Yeah. Nerfy put a lot of effort into this and the other videos. I can't remember the last time we DoorDashed. We DoorDashed last week because we were both tired. I'd been recording videos all day and he works. Neither of us, we didn't have anything planned for dinner. And we were both just like, fuck it. So we got Popeyes. That was the first time we've DoorDashed this year. Yeah, that's the first time we've DoorDashed this year.
They're like, no, you're lying. That's not true. That makes me feel like, wow, people can't believe I've lost 53 pounds because that's a good thing.
Yes, now I recall where I've seen this before. I'm sorry, I keep interrupting you with facts, Rosee, and I know you don't like that, so please continue.
Making better food choices and just doing that slow elimination process that I started probably, a year ago? I don't know.
Okay, so something you have tried and have.
Right, Healthier Rose says, I work from home and I've never door dashed. Even if you don't want to cook, you can still microwave a TV dinner or something. I know, right?
Failed at. We're going to try again. Do you have any idea what the definition of insanity is? Let me show you.
Okay, well, which diet are you going to be on? You failed at Jenny Craig, you've failed at Weight Watchers 1,000 times, you've done the calories, you've done the intuitive eating.
The definition of insanity.
Are you serious? Can you please not? The window is still open. I'm just pointing this out. I'm not torturing him. The window is open.
Insanity, Rosee, is doing the same thing over.
Today is day 1. I'm back on Weight Watchers. I'm going to give it a go.
And over.
Let's do that real quick. Let's do that real quick, folks. Last Monday, I started Weight Watchers, and today is Monday as well, and I wanted to...
We don't fast. When we're hungry, we eat. Though to be fair, we really only eat when we're hungry, so. Trader Joe's has some relatively... Where did it go? Everybody drink your water. Something about Trader Joe's. I've lost it. Thank you, chat. Does Rosee have a whole other freezer? Why would she need to DoorDash unless she wanted to be lazy? Ding, ding, ding. There we go. Trader Joe's has some relatively healthy TV dinner options. I mean, TV dinners don't necessarily have to be bad. And you can also meal prep them. Jesse B says, the only time we use DoorDash or Uber Eats is after I had surgery because my husband's coworkers gave us gift cards. That was very sweet of them. And we were obviously dealing with a lot at the time. Yeah, I mean, again, there's nothing wrong with doing either of those. I mean, I drive for them, so I'm not going to tell you not to. But you do pay fees. Like, the fees will get you. A lot of the restaurants charge more if you order through, at least DoorDash. I don't know about Uber. But, so you're paying more in general. So just keep that in mind. You're paying for the convenience of it. But also, like, where was I going with? There's nothing wrong with doing it. It's just like... And you can probably order relatively healthy stuff off of there. I mean, pretty much every restaurant in the world now is on some kind of delivery food service. So you could eat healthy, but they don't. They order garbage. They order lots of garbage. And because they're paying for the convenience of it, they're paying like almost 3 times what they would pay if they just went to the restaurant and ordered the food at the restaurant. So on top of everything else, they're being incredibly wasteful of their own money. It's not even that they're just eating so much food. They're wasting their money.
Do like Monday to Monday weigh-ins because that's just easier for me.
And over again.
That's just how it goes. And I'm not doing how I want to be doing. I'm probably eating I'd say about 3,000 calories a day. I am doing Weight Watchers, so.
And expecting a different result. So how about you stop trying to be Amber Lynn and do something new?
I'm mutuals with Jordan on TikTok. I don't know if any of you know who Jordan is. Love Jordan. She's so funny.
She's talking about Jordan Shrinks. Thank you. There, he won.
She's lost like 150 pounds, roughly.
That's nice. I don't care. I do know who Jordan is. And she's a pretty good weight loss and empowerment TikToker. But honestly, the name dropping for me is really gross. I don't care who you're affiliated with, Rosee. So just stop. You do it with this girl, Obese to Beast, Zachary Michael. Yeah, I'm good. You're going to turn on all of them soon anyways.
I got down to 100 and I'm so scared to get on that scale because I wouldn't be surprised if I've gained 40 to 50 pounds in 6 months. And I'm embarrassed. I can't let other people's words fuel me getting in my own way.
Hugh Jackman let the cat
My
out, yes.
sister on this planet. What the hell are you talking about? We can't stop you from doing anything. If I could, I would have stopped you from eating so much on camera because it's gross. We are reaction channels and we report, nothing else. We simply report what someone's doing. We analyze it. Most of the time, we're not very nice about it, and that's it. You are getting in your own way.
Every time she's eating something new. Like, what stream was this? It all looks like Thanksgiving leftovers, too.
Not us. Get a grip.
And I feel like right now making this video is me taking the first step to fighting my addiction for the first time in a long time.
No, this is you trying to skirt accountability for your actions and the opinions of others. You're hoping a reaction channel sees this and goes, oh, we got it all wrong. Or that a non-sub will see this and go, oh my God, they are so mean to her. She is trying. That's all this is. You do not take a first step overcoming an addiction. You jump. Because if you don't jump, then look, it is incredibly insulting to me and likely other addicts and recovering addicts out there that you're keeping this narrative. It's even more insulting that you put this out, painting yourself as some kind of victim in it. But you're not willing to do one single thing about it. And to all you Rosee subs out there, if she was smoking or up, would you still be in her comment section saying, yes, queen? No, you wouldn't. So she wants to be an addict. Treat it as such.
You know, the funny part about that beeping section right there is with YouTube's new stupid ass rules. There's so much more of this video that has to be beeped out now.
So I don't know where we go from here. I am starting a full-time job. I'm not going to make any promises about vlogs or uploads or anything like that. But I do lives pretty regularly. I have gotten a few comments of people accusing me of abandoning my channel. I haven't. I've been here this whole time.
Oh, really? This was a year ago. She abandons her channel a lot. Like, she takes these long-ass, very Amberlynn coded breaks a lot.
But not everybody wants to watch me cooking and eating on live stream, and I get that.
All this means is she's not wanting to piss anybody off by saying she would do something once a week and never managing it. Not only that, but
don't have a YouTube schedule right now. I don't want to make any promises of when I'm going to be back, but
another thing we've all heard before repeatedly. It means she has no intention, and she only wants to do her lives and eat. To be left alone. You know, Rosee stuff.
I don't ever want to mislead y'all, and people would ask me on lives a lot, and so I would just be like, I'm not losing weight. It's not where I'm at right now. And sometimes I'd be like, I don't feel like talking about it. And because I didn't, and I was avoiding, and
if you asked more than once in a week span, her moderators would hide you, so don't worry. She was never actually...
Whenever she takes a break, Presence, she blames outside forces. Like, her break right now, she's blaming on outside forces. The last time she took a long-ass break, she blamed it on outside forces, but she also blamed it on travel. That was when she came back from... Las Vegas. So she was actually like, oh, I hurt from traveling, which I don't doubt. But she was also hiding from criticism.
Bothered by those comments because she rarely ever saw them.
I just have this fear that I'm not strong enough.
Quiver, quiver, quiver.
But the only person that determines that is me.
Yes, her blame style is Amber. Everything she does is Amber coded. That's kind of the whole... That is literally the whole point of this video. She is Amber 2.0.
So, I've been filming for about 30 minutes. I'm sorry for such serious vibes. There was no way for me to address this without getting emotional.
Yes, there was. You could have easily addressed this without getting emotional. There's all kinds of ways to address things. Even things that are emotional. You can address them without getting emotional. You just turn the camera off and or edit the parts where you're crying out. It's easy. You have control over the video that you put together and then publish. You are the only person that has that control. Other than YouTube, who then goes, I'm sorry, we have to take your video down. But beyond that, you are the only person who has control over that video. Because as far as I know, you don't have an editor. And even then, the editor does what you tell it to do. Well, mostly. I like my editor. My editor is very creative, and I like being able to just give them my video and be like, go forth and edit. But still, like, stop blaming your reality on forces that you claim to not have control over. There's no reason for you to be crying on camera every fucking 5 minutes. And it's not even like convincing crying. Does this look like the face of someone who's been crying? Porcelain Requiem. Have we ever seen Amber and Roz in the same room? I rest my case.
I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening wherever you are, and stay true. Bye.
Stay true. Stay true. Why do all the girls have to have like a catchy out phrase? Do I need a catchy out phrase?
Oh, thank the gods. And you telling me to stay true? I don't have an issue with that, darling, but you certainly do. So what did we learn from this video? Well, a few things. Honestly, we mainly learned that she sat down and Googled Amber Lynn apology video and started planning. Look, those of you that know me know that I would never poke fun at anybody that was overcoming a true mental illness or a true addiction. But there's nothing true here. Her crying, her talking about her mental ailments. We have seen this all before, and this time I proved it to you. For as much as her and Amber have this back and forth, Rosee doesn't mind snatching up every single bit of what Amber has done, right or wrong, in order to twist it to her own benefit. The cycle just keeps continuing, and honestly, not only is it getting old, but it's also getting more and more pathetic. While Rosee likes to believe that she's not a lolcow, she is, and has been for a very long time. And now I have another video that proves it. But worst of all, she is not even her own type of lolcow. She's just Ambi 2.0.
And I don't want to become a joke.
Well, I hate to be the one to tell you, Rosee, but it's a little too late for that. If you're struggling with any kind of addiction or mental illness, please take a look in the description box to seek some help.
Okay. Sarcastic but classy Sagittarius. All right. Yeah, so did I link I linked you guys this video earlier. Oops. Well, that might be the right video actually. Done fucked that up, didn't I? Okay, cool. Anyway. All right, here's a link to the video again, and I'll have to go check out the other. I think the Anatomy of a Lol Cow is the next. Oh no, wait, that is a good one, but we're not going to watch that one today. Girl World's newest pick me is the other one we want to watch. That was the first one we should have watched. I think. Yeah, that was the first one we should have watched. Well, it's short. Yeah, and then I think Anatomy of a Lol Cow is the next one we're gonna get into. No, there it is. No, Separated Birth. We just watched that one. Duh. No, we didn't. What did we just watch? There it is. Tale of Two Idiots. That's the next one. So I made us watch the last one first. All right, anyway.
For
this one goes, I think, if I recall correctly, this one goes over Rosee's kind of origin in Girl World. So if you guys are, this one's 25 minutes. If I don't talk too much, we can probably get through this right now, if you guys are up for it. But I'm going to set the timer for 15. Why don't we all take a water break? Everybody go get your water or go to the bathroom. Nerfy's still around. Nerfy dipped out of Girl World. It just got too heavy for them, so. And that's perfectly understandable. I mean, Girl World's not for everybody, you know, and being able to recognize that's a good sign. Yeah, they do gaming streams on Twitch now. And all of their videos from about Girl World are still over here. So we still have this. And I think what's really fascinating, because I think the next thing that we're going to do is actually go over Aren't You Exhausted's 2 videos, because I find similarities between these videos that Nerfy put together and Aren't You Exhausted's videos, not her live streams, but the 2 scripted videos that Aren't You Exhausted has put together recently about Rosee and her bullshit. I find similarities between them in that they're both pointing out important details about Rosee and her bullshit, and there's almost the formation of Rosee's cycle in these videos. So I think we're getting really close to having a Rosee cycle here soon. Do we know if AAYE is going live tonight? Well, we'll be off before then. It's Wednesday. They should be going live. They go live around 8, though. My time, EST. So. Yeah, comments explaining it. Why, yeah, AYE does great commentary in her pre-recorded videos, and Nerfy did great commentary as well, which is why I thought there would be some value in going over these, because I always thought these were really great videos. And I still think they are really great videos. So, Girl World is my soap opera. Exactly my imperfect life. We just want to watch our shows. The cycle is over when we get to the psych ward. Are we going to the... Do we go to the grippy suck? Overpromise, underperform, make excuses. What are you trying to say, BJ? Roz is the easiest of the girls to understand. Okay, so there's a new... I don't know how new she is, but she's new to me for watching. And I just watched her today. What was the name of her channel? Help me out here. It was posted in God damn it. Brand new new reactor for me. She did a video on Rosee, but it was Rosee's video where Rain's son. You guys remember back when Rain's son put the video out about Rosee attacking him while he was a minor and involving him in Rosee and his parent, Rosee and Rain's bullshit back when he was still a minor. So the reactor went over all of that and went over his video. Did a really great job, right? Where was I going with this? Jesus Christ, come on, brain. I have no idea. Anyway, there's a new reactor. Y'all should go watch. I was going somewhere with that. It'll come back around. I like my reactors a little mean. Yeah, Nerfy's a little spicy. Ah, here we are. Yes. Come back here. Why was I talking about this? Do you remember why I was talking about it? It's a good video. Go watch it.
And this woman is genuinely toxic.
Ah, that's why. Thank you, God. Anyway, I was watching this video. And Uhari was making the point that Rosee is probably more dangerous than the other girls. And she's not the first person to say it. So it's not the first time I've heard people say this. But it's just, there was just, for whatever reason, when she said it this time, because it's not that I write it off. I guess it's just never really clicked. But listening to the arguments that, I'm going to say Uhari until I get a correction. Listening to what she was saying, especially about Tyler's video, there we go. Now, all of the words are coming back now. And about Rosee's overall behavior, oh no, uncomfortable ginger. Well, good job. You're gonna nail that final, your ethics exam. I believe in you. But anyway, hearing her say that and just her going back over this whole incident with Tyler and pointing things out, and then she also brought up, you know, the whole thing with the email and Rosee's behavior around that. And then talking about, she goes over Rosee's manipulation and how Rosee is, you guys know how Rosee is. And it really did click that Rosee probably is actually more dangerous than the other girls. Because, like, Foodie's weird. Foodie's weird, and she's hard to watch because she's self-destructive, and that's why I don't like watching Foodie, because Foodie's self-destructive and she will do shit just to get back at her audience. If her audience says don't do something, she's going to go do it out of spite. You know, so her whole life is just built on spite, and it's self-destructive spite. And I mean, she will literally do things to harm herself just because people tell her not to. And that's why I don't like watching Foodie. And I don't understand why she has the audience. Well, I do understand why she has the audience she has, and I don't like her audience either. And I don't want to be associated with her or her audience. She's literally one step above Shani for me. All right, and you guys know how I feel about Shani. So there's that. And Amber, I don't feel like Amber is dangerous. I think Amber's a shitty person, but I think Amber's ability to be dangerous is over, right? I think she had the potential, but I don't think she has that potential anymore. Like, I don't think she can be dangerous anymore. I mean, I could be wrong. Don't hold me to it. I could be wrong about it. You know, she might resurge and all that shit, but you know, she's shitty at her manipulation. She's with a group of people who are even shittier than she is. You know, she's in a bad place right now. She doesn't realize she is, but she's in a bad place right now. She's got a crap ass girlfriend. She's got crap ass coworkers. She's got a shitty ass boss. I don't even think her family talks to her anymore. Who's surprised about that one? Rosee, however, Rosee still manages to convince people she's a good person. She still manages to drum up support. She still manages to lure people in. She can still spin her story. She still is good at manipulation, right? She still has a support network at her home who bend over backwards for her. And I mean, I understand that your family should be there for you, but they don't help her. They just enable her, right? Rosee is more self-aware than our others, and she is aware how she manipulates others to get what she wants in both money and that's hang on, come back here. What she wants in both money and things done for her. You realize this because Rosee employs therapy words as weapons. Amber is only dangerous to her partners regarding she would get physical if she was able to do it. Right. Yeah. That what comment said. I'm looking at the chat now. So yeah, what comment said there. And yes, good luck, Ginger, on your exam. Sorry, I wasn't meaning to like write you off. I was just desperately trying to put my thoughts together. And all of the girls are a danger to their animals. Let's not pretend. I think they're all shitty pet parents. But If you want the long version without commentary on the rain drama, I have a compilation over an hour long. Ooh. Nikki's got all the dirt. But yeah. Yeah, if you're trying to convince somebody you're a good person, you might want to rethink yourself. Ruby. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. I don't want to go on record for that one. Right, Nikki, and there's that. And Rosee is really good at quote, getting rid of the people who criticize her. Not that she's not like, swimming with the fishes getting rid of. Rosee turns on people, and when Rosee turns on people, she assassinates their character. And she goes in hard. I don't know how many of you, I mean, I'm going to mention their names right now because they pop in every now and then. Of course, they'll pop in because I'm mentioning their names. But Britt and Chris were Roz's friends for over a decade. Like, legitimately were her friends for over a decade. And they had a falling out with Rosee. And Rosee has since gone out of her way to demonize and character assassinate the two of them every chance she gets. She brings them up in some way every fucking chance she gets, and it's always in the most negative, heinous way possible. Right? And this is something that she does. Aren't You Exhausted has been very upfront about the fact that she gifted Rosee most of her dresses, 90% of her wardrobe apparently, and they were friendly. They weren't friends, but they were friendly. And when Rosee figured out that they weren't like BFFFFFs, Rosee has now decided, and Rosee now tries to again defame and character assassinate Aren't You Exhausted? And we watch her do it in real time. But bye, Say Minotaur, thank you. But that's, I think, but she can convince other people that these things are true about her ex-friends, about reactors. She has the ability still to convince and influence the people in her chat, in her life, around her. And that's what makes Rosee dangerous, right? She still has the ability to influence and to manipulate and to have an impact on the world around her, right? So, and it took watching this one for that to really click in my head, because I know a lot of you have been saying things very similar to that. And it's not that I disagreed. It's just like, I don't know, maybe I was just like not putting all of the words together properly in my head. Uncomfortable Ginger says, I agree, Roz is a big red button. Folks are nice to her and she metaphorically throws them off a cliff. Yeah, off a cliff, under a bus. Yeah. All Aren't You Exhausted did was say she sounds like a bumpkin and cries a lot, and Rose acts like she's the devil. Yeah. And so she uses her dresses for sinning. All right. And all right. So let's watch this video, because people are starting to dip, and I know if Aren't You Exhausted is going live, she's going to go live at 8. So let's watch this, get our edumacation in, and then next time, if we're still interested, we'll go and watch the third video in Nerfy's trilogy here, and maybe we'll watch Ashley's videos in the next time we get together, and then we will be fully educated on the mess that is Roz. So, all right. I have this sped up a little bit. So.
I'm a nice person, man. I never want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I will.
The one thing that many people on YouTube and real life either really love or really hate is an echo chamber. These are little safe spaces people build and hide deep inside because no other differing opinion can touch them there. This brings...
They don't have any... Why are none of these thumbed up? Oh, because I wasn't reacting yet. Yeah, I was. That makes no sense. Anyway. Aren't you exhausted? Doesn't have anything scheduled. Well, just in case.
That's to Quirke loves...
Night, Diamond... Nope, that's Deanna Manna, I think. I said your name wrong. Good night.
Rosee. Honestly, I never thought I would make a video about her, but because we have a brief history, someone alerted me that she was responding to the drama between ALR and Zachary Michael, not to mention what's going on with Emily, which I found a little bit odd simply because if you listen to her talk, she's nothing like ALR or Foodie. I will give it to her. She tries very hard
Night, Porcelain.
to make sure she doesn't act like them openly. Well, other than eating on live stream nearly every single one she does.
I'm like so excited that I'm almost a little nervous because I'm just like giddy that this came out so good. Okay. Rosee, just shut up and eat.
Yeah, Rosee.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so much better with the toppings. This is so good, you guys. Make this. Make this. Make this.
And she doesn't normally comment on this kind of thing. But in my Discord and on my channel, I've been hinting at a new locale as I build up things, like my backlog or evidence. So here she is, ladies and germs, the brand new locale for us to watch. If you like this kind of content, give me a like, maybe subscribe, and let's get a little deeper into this.
It's just silly. Because one of the bigger, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Critiques of me, I guess, is that, like, I like attention. I'm a clout chaser.
Where's the lie?
Yeah, criticisms. Thank you.
I mean, both words is valid. Both words are valid.
Of me is like that I basically just, I like attention. Let me be so fucking for real. Anybody with a
I don't know how I got sucked into this, Scar.
YouTube channel likes attention. Any reactor that you like, any vlogger that you watch, anybody on the internet with their face attached to it likes attention. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no guys, I don't like attention.
Give me your attention.
I'm traumatized, I'm mentally ill, and I have a lot of fucking problems. I like attention. I didn't get enough as a child. Sue me. And it's interesting to me because I live in this body and I relate in a lot of ways that other people don't.
Before we get into all of that, though, I think it would be fair for me to explain my history with her. As you guys know, I have a pretty thriving Discord, link in the description down below, that I give other creators that don't know how or don't want to make one a place, and even give them their own channels. The works. Well, Rosee landed there after attempting very hard to befriend another reaction channel.
Hi, it's me.
Sometime in June or July. I'm not going to say the name because that's their business, but...
It was me.
Then...
I brought Rosee into the Discord. I admit it. It was me.
Boom. I have Rosee in my Discord. Almost immediately she made the rounds. Now, I didn't have as many as I do now, but she went to nearly every one of these creators and introduced herself. These messages have all been deleted and lost to time simply because, well, this was months ago, and I will get into the otherwise a little bit later. While making these rounds, she had a very well-honed knack for trying to get people behind her, trying to incite conversation that was not allowed, and trying to get a frenzy going over Emily and Emily's extracurricular activities, which led to more rules for my server to ensure that this will never happen again.
Whoa! Sorry, I had to go read that tea really fast. I'm in Nerfy's Discord by the invite of... I'm not gonna say what I just read, but oh my god, tea.
So there we go. I have Rosee in my server, and immediately 2 reaction channels told
I didn't know she was shouting. I didn't know she was doing that.
me they did not want to speak anymore with her in there. And one actively left and asked me to let them know when Rosee was gone. Now, I'm a pretty nice human, and I asked around, and most claimed she was turning her life around. But the majority said she did not belong there. Because remember, you never touch the poo. but I wanted to give her a chance. It turns into her trying to become the go-to source and expert for a certain activity that Amber and Emily had recently been found in taking part in.
Hi, my name is Rosee, and I was groomed into... And it's a long story.
Now, to be completely clear, I have a lot of rules in my Discord because I want it to be a safe environment for the people that are in there. One of them was at the time and still is the rule that what Amber and Emily liked to do can be talked about, but nothing in detail, no videos, photos, or anything that people might find uncomfortable or even triggering. Nearly immediately, my mods were warning her about her content and what she was saying. I began
Those of you who are wondering why Rosee got booted.
to get a nearly unending stream of messages from my mods and from Rosee about a mod messaging her to follow the rules, or as she phrased it, bullying her.
I wonder which mod that was. Gee, I wonder which mod that was.
Now, she's going to say,
Hi, Curvy Views. How are you?
that she was confused, and
Down by the river, how are you doing?
I will give it to you. She might have been confused because she was new to Discord, or at least that's what she told me. But after the 4th or 5th message from my mods, I was beginning to get annoyed. Then the event happened. Now, I do not keep an echo chamber in my Discord or on my channel. What I do is I will control my mods, and that's the extent of it. There is no restriction to what people or who people can talk about in my Discord as long as they follow the rules. There was a mod sharing her opinions on Rosee very openly at one point, and she had to be demoted for this for a time because she needs to appear unbiased. But that being said, when everyone is a bit up in arms, you have to take some kind of action, so I did. Another Rosee fire put out, even if she didn't start this one. Well, okay,
She didn't start the fire.
this exact one. Then, a few weeks later, I get a random Discord message from someone informing me on something that I was not aware of. Actually, explicit content of Rosee out there on the internet. Now, I have nothing really against people that do this kind of content, but I discussed it with my mods as well as a few other content creators, for advice, and I decided it was time for Rosee to go. I wanted to be nice, but I have to protect my channel and Discord first and foremost. And this kind of imagery did not match what I wanted in my Discord or
Yeah, I remember that. I wasn't one of the people she asked. I found out about this afterwards. I had a channel, I still do, have a channel in Nerfy's Discord, which is, what is it called now? They changed the name of the Discord. I think it's just called Girl World Central or something. But it's still there, and people still are in it. Excuse me. So, and it's still an active Discord. So if you guys are interested, I think that link might still be active at the bottom of the video. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, but I found out about a lot of this after the fact. And I'm perfectly happy that I found out about it after the fact. But yeah, like, it just blows me away that knowing Nerfy, knowing the mods that were involved, I know how many warnings and how much corrective talk was involved before the final phases of this, where she was just escorted out of the Discord. It wasn't an immediate thing. Like, there were phases to this, right? And at every point, Rosee decided to just blatantly either ignore the warnings or push the boundary or do the exact opposite of what was requested. And this Discord is a good Discord. Like, the people in there are good people. The rules, yeah, there's a lot of rules, but it's really easy to not break the rules, right? It's really easy to not get in trouble. And I just didn't understand how it was that Rosee couldn't manage it. So it is a PG Discord. Yeah, I mean, if you want the 18 plus Discord, that's the link that's pinned to the top there, where you can get a little bit more spicy about things. But, not everybody wants that, and also you have to be 18 plus. So, not everybody, well, I think everybody in here is 18. I don't think I have minors in here. I look at my demographics a lot. But even then,
my channel, let alone any YouTube channel, if I'm being completely fair. After that, I didn't see much about her. Didn't really care, if I'm being completely honest with you, because I'm trying to get out of girl world. Well, okay, half out. Until I got a message about a live stream, because someone had some interesting things to say. So here we are to cover these. Hopefully once and only once, and then I will finally let Rosee fade into the distance of my mind, never to bother me again.
This was the first of 3 videos she made.
Well, one can hope.
So this shit going on right now with ALR, Amber Lynn, and Zachary Michael, I have some thoughts.
I don't exactly remember what was happening right here with Amber and Zachary. I don't remember exactly what was happening.
Because if you like, so if you guys have no idea what girl world is, I'm so sorry. This is not the time.
Nice. I believe that.
But as a lot of you know, I used to be a really big fan of Zachary Michael. I'm no longer a fan of Zachary Michael.
Garbage days. So I'm not aware that Rosee used one of the Discord members to contact reactors so that we would insinuate Nerfy was allowing. No, I didn't know that.
And I have my reasons, and we may even get into that, because Zachary Michael is not who they portray themselves to be online. Zachary Michael is
foreshadowing.
A lot faker than I ever realized, and it's really upsetting because I was a pretty diehard fan of his.
Now, I find it amazing that she has admitted to talking to Jordy and Zachary Michael. Why? Because she claims not to be friends with reaction channels, nor ever want to be.
And that's what I think, Nar. That's one of the biggest reasons I stepped aside from engaging with reactions at all, because I fucking refuse to be like them in that sense of fueling reaction channels and giving them more.
So she's got a note up here. It's from Quirke. It says, "Hi Nerfy, I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you directly. I'm using voice to text, so I'm sorry if this is weird in terms of grammar, setup, or whatever. But I just want to tell you that I'm sorry because I'm new in the server and I didn't mean to cause any problems, so I already apologized to the moderator, but I joined yesterday when the Discord was shouted out, so I'll keep that under advisement forward. I'm just really passionate about a certain topic, and I didn't think about the setup of the rules and everything, so I apologize."
Content, like with that weird meta symbiotic, like bullshit tornado that they create within each other.
Well, that's rather funny because she was trying to be friends with me and every other reactor she could get her claws into in my Discord. Honestly, if anything, she is not like Foodie or Amber simply because I don't think that they would be this proactive in their manipulation. Trying to get people to like you in a way that makes people hesitant to say anything negative about you. In fact, on her own live stream, she doesn't allow any negativity or criticism or anything that is not viewed as ass-patting her. She will block people for giving an opinion on a cupboard after someone just said it was bothering them. 10 minutes, she went off on this person for 10 minutes. She likes to believe that she is the queen in her universe, but a queen often listens to her audience and people. No, Rosee is more of a dictator. Not only that, but rather than mark her videos as not for kids, she will simply hide the minors in her YouTube so we can't see them. But they're still there.
There are children in the live who? Oh my god, yeah, that account's getting blocked. No. This is an 18+ space. I cuss too much. I think the account you deleted was, that picture looked like a minor.
After pointing them out and saying their username for any predator that might come across it, singling the minors out, that is. Because if she made it for adults, she would not be able to properly monetize. You know, like a good person. She actively surrounds herself with people that have nothing bad to say about her and encourages her to eat more and more on camera.
God, the chewing. She can't just take like human-sized bites either. Yeah, yummy, damn it. What is it? Adult yummy times. Can't you see how passionate she is about it? See how passionate she is about it, Jennifer? Kind of puts me off green beans. What the? I don't even want to know what's in that bowl. Bella, you don't comprehend what she did in Nerfy's Discord. She was... There's rules in Nerfy's Discord. Nerfy's Discord's very PG. It's very family friendly, I guess is the way to put it. And Rosee knew that when she joined because, well, okay, Rosee should have known that when she joined because she should have read the rules because that's how you get into the Discord. You say that you read the rules. So she immediately started, on top of contacting all of, because there was and still are quite a few creators in there. She immediately started contacting all of the creators that she could, and then she really, really wanted to be the authority on adult yummy times, and that's what she was pitching herself to most of the creators as. Oh, if you have any questions about it, you can come to me. I know all about it. And it's like, cool. I wasn't planning on talking about it, but cool. I mean, I guess. So after that, she started going into the various channels and sometimes the wrong channels for these discussions. And she would get graphic about it. And she was warned to not be so graphic. I think she was even... I don't know if she was sharing pictures, but someone else was. And she was warned to stop doing it. And she wouldn't. And the mods handled it as the mods will. It was brought to Nerfy's attention. Nerfy tried to handle it. And every time she was asked to move the discussion out of the channel that she was in into a more appropriate channel, she got irritated. Every time the mods were like, hey, maybe stop doing that, she would get irritated. I got messages from her a couple times. Oh, I don't know why they're being so mean to me. I'm not doing anything wrong. And I'm like, if the mods are telling you to stop doing shit, stop doing shit. So yeah, she came and appealed to me a few times, but I have no control over the Discord. I don't have any control over the Discord. But yeah, so she tried to come to me and appeal to me a few times, and I sent those on to Nerfy as well because I'm like, I don't fucking do anything about this. So yeah, that was going on, and she just wouldn't follow the rules. And they're not even hard rules not to follow. So, and on top of it, there were and are in the Discord, in Nerfy's Discord, there are 18 plus channels. So if you wanted to talk about harder topics or needed to be more graphic within reason, there are 18 plus channels in there. And she was directed to talk about these things in those channels and still couldn't figure that out. So. And then on top of it, yeah, she just made people uncomfortable. Like she just made people feel uncomfortable in general. So like Nerfy said, she had a couple people who just straight left the Discord because Rosee just made them feel that uncomfortable. And I mean, you're always going to have personality conflicts, which is why I don't run fucking Discords anymore, because I don't want to be involved with it. But like, so that's always going to happen. But all of this happened within a very short amount of time. Rosee wasn't in there that long. It's not like this happened over a year's amount of time. This was within months. So
now, if there is one thing that she does love, it's to compare herself to Amber and even try and talk about the drama that's going on in Amberverse. So the idea of her talking to Emily and following her on Instagram is not that shocking. The only thing shocking is that it took her this long. See, Rosee is not new to that circle, not even close. She has made her rounds over and over again in podcasts, interviews, and other places in order to try and cement herself in this expert of a sub-genre position. Now, I can't attest to how much of what she has said is true or how much is a lie. But I will say that the pictures and what she said in these places is evident. How she behaved in my Discord is evidence. If anyone started talking about the eating activity, Rosee was all too happy to pipe in as the expert. After all, she did make the rounds on the internet, I believe, that revolved around that subculture. And she likes to believe that she did things justice in the mini rounds she made with those podcasts and things of that nature, which honestly just made her look even worse now that she simply sits there for hours and eats on camera, claiming this is how you do it. Sure, if you have a lack of creativity and talent. She has actively manipulated some reaction channels like Michelle McDaniel, who made a video on her, but she was manipulated into making videos about her and praised them for being accurate. The issue is not that she talked to these reactors, but rather that she manipulated them into being on her side, even though that was likely not the intention of the reaction channels to begin with. She just wants to make sure everybody agrees that what she's doing is completely acceptable. As far as videos, you are only going to get to see a select few on her channel. No.
Imlafe says, she makes me uncomfortable now with her topic choices and grifting. She walks all over people's boundaries and goes for the jugular if her ego gets bruised. Yes. And it's always been like that.
No, she does lives. She lives and breathes in live streams.
I'd like that, but that's not sushi. That's a bastardization of sushi. It is a quesadilla. I just finished and I'm full. Excuse me.
She's a lady.
Alright, guys. It's time to rally. Sink. 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 Sink.
Well, okay, she tries to breathe. But don't worry, it's not just her eating.
Homemade jerky I have not had since I was like a kid.
The Southern Belle.
Right now I'm just polishing off some chicken salad.
Oh, you can't have the sushi because of the rice? You could just have the sashimi. That's pretty tasty. The sashimi is just the fish. Yes. That's pretty good too.
And eating?
Lord, please don't fucking make a video about this. I don't want to be on her channel. Just, like, leave me alone, actually. DM Ambi is so different than the Ambi she presents on YouTube. Yeah. She came into my YouTube in October of,
Keep in mind, this video is a year old. So everything you're watching right now, this was a year ago. Right? That was the other reason I thought it might be informative to watch these videos now. This was a year ago. This is Nerfy calling Rosee out a year ago. And then go watch Aren't You Exhausted's videos. The two scripted videos. I mean, watch Aren't You Exhausted. But Aren't You Exhausted has two scripted videos talking about Rosee's behavior around the relationship shit today. Yeah, I mean, that's the point here. Also, these are good videos, and Nerfy makes excellent points. But these videos are over a year old, a year and a month or so old. Okay, and that's kind of my point. And when we all started digging into Rosee a little bit more, there's shit on her that goes back even further than this stuff. Right? She's been a problem for years. So that's why everybody's trying to do reactions to her older shit or trying to look at her oldest lives and that kind of crap, because like her behavior has always been bad. Her manipulation and her treatment of people around her and just trying to weasel her way into reaction channels and creators and trying to make herself look like she's some kind of like hero. It's always been like this. You know? So, oh, I should probably stop this poll. Look, 70%. What did I say? 70%. Are you mentally well? 70%. No. 30%. Yes. What did I say? Now I realize it's, you know, only 150 people voted. Not slamming it. I was just saying, like, that's my point. You're not special, Rosee. You're not fucking special. You don't have an excuse. You can't get on here and be like, I'm mentally unwell. That's my excuse. It's not. It's really not.
I think it was 2023. Like over a year ago.
Yeah, Heather. I think I called you Healthier Rose earlier, but it's Heather Rose, and I apologize for that. Just because Rosee isn't getting undressed or sitting in someone's face, sitting on someone's face, doesn't mean it's not spicy content. And she's from the yummy, yummy fun times world, so she knows exactly what she's doing. Yes. Hello, sentient earthworm. How are you? Sorry, I thought my 30% you're lying. That's about what I remember the statistics being. Now that was a while ago, so the poll results match. Well is relative.
Trying to like cozy up in terms of like being friendly. I'm not accusing her of anything else. And when I wasn't having it, her tone changed.
Who is she talking about? Nerfy has a little line up here that says, do you have any idea how many videos of her eating I had to watch? If I have to suffer, so do you.
Well, that's why I didn't title this live cooking, because this isn't a cooking live.
Oops, sorry. That was me.
And eating.
I'm gonna pre-make some quesadillas.
This is the same stream. Said you earthworm. She said, I am sorry. Did you think I was kidding? No, you're suffering with me.
And eating.
Chow mein is good with shredded carrot. It's been a long time since I've had chow mein. I was looking for my regular bamboo spoons, and none of them are in the drawer, and the dishwasher is empty. And I genuinely don't know where they are. I have like 4 of them.
She also really loves to drink.
I'm doing good. So I got sugar-free strawberry lemonade with pineapple juice and strawberry flavored vodka. So it's basically spiked strawberry lemonade. Strawberry pineapple lemonade.
Oh, and not to mention dry bag.
Hey, it's Watsa.
It honestly seems like her life is completely falling apart at all times. Well, nearly. Like needing to do a hurricane prep, even though she was not in the path of the hurricane. Or about her door dashing, complaining about it relentlessly, and then she got in a car accident. Don't worry. If you were wanting someone else in Girl World not to feel sympathy for, she's the one. Unlike her Amber counterpart, Rosee did once have a job, but she decided that it just wasn't for her. Oh.
Bye, Tabitha. Enjoy dinner.
Okay, what she said was,
I just don't have the ability to keep up with the demands of that job. I just don't. I don't have it in me. And I was trying to figure out a way to make it work. It was a good pay, though, Jessica.
Oh, that's right. Oh, man, I forgot. Nerfy has misophonia. I forgot about that. I forgot about that one. Who puts wooden utensils in the dishwasher? This one.
Which, okay, fine and fair, but that doesn't mean you just get to dry bag, girly pop. I have 2 jobs and have for years, and most days I don't have it in me. But I'm not going to quit and run to talk to other people to get their money. Now, I just want to say here, Rosee, if Amberlynn Reid sees you as a train wreck, it's time to reevaluate your life and what you're trying to do. I always find it fascinating that she talks about selling the house that she and her brother live in.
But she was just like, you know, without your financial help, we'd have to sell the house. And there's just a lot of implication with that. And that kind of snapped me back into reality a little bit.
When it seems her mother owns the house and doesn't even live there all the time.
You said my audio? Her audio is so loud compared to yours, and I want to smack the food out of her hand for it. Oh, I'm so sorry. OBS updated, and it's like all my buttons are different now.
Time. So that leads to a question. How do you sell something you don't own? Now, I'm not a fan of Amber. In fact, I think she is one of the most despicable people on this platform.
Is that better?
But you can boast about being better than her all you want, and yet she at least lives on her own. Well, now she does. Just saying. But don't worry about her, guys, because in her bio, she has pretty much everything you can need to donate to her right in her link tree. But what else is in her bio? It has many diagnoses in it. There is nothing that has been shown to actually be diagnosed. In fact, there are some people that believe that she diagnoses shops, going from place to place and honing her skills until some poor doctor agrees with her. The state...
Yeah, I miss Nerfy's lives too, Horse and Rider. I need to go track down her Twitch too.
That she lives in does not recognize her as disabled because she tried to get on disability and it didn't work. And she regularly jumps around with her diagnoses because, well, it helps her dry bag. Now, all these lies about diagnoses make me think about Amber and Emily, who Rosee decided to follow, and one thing comes to mind. Who the hell wants to be a pick-me bitch in the Amberverse?
Don't be shy, you can at me, sis, because ain't nothing worse than a pick-me bitch.
Let alone to an Edie Yum Yum Mr. Burns woman. Rosee has said that she is bisexual, and fair enough, so am I. But for someone who advertises herself as that came out of the Edie Yum Yum community and was groomed into it as some kind of survivor and holier than thou, it is extremely fascinating that now she wants someone like Emily to pick her. I don't know. Honestly, Rosee will lie about anything and everything for just a scrap of attention. And the moment you point something out, you're going to be blocked and hidden from her channel because God forbid you do anything about her echo chamber.
I am impressed that Rosee even has people in her chat anymore. Like, I'm very impressed with that.
Now, is Amberlynn jealous? Hell, she might be. But what people are missing in this interaction is that Amberlynn has accomplished something. For the first time in her miserable life, she's right. Rosee did not message Tommy on the DL where she was being a shady piece of shit. Instead, she moved and started to do it in public. You know, be an out loud piece of shit in order to get as much attention as she possibly can from others.
You guys.
And Amber. The coming result might not be to her liking. Not to mention using Rarity's name to get that attention. Like the clout goblin everybody knows that she already is. Which I believe brings us to her super secret Discord. She demands people email her or her mods to get into this Discord, so needless to say, I'm not in there. But I think that with the way she behaves, it's likely not a pleasant place for anybody involved. She demands silence, or at least silent acceptance of her behavior and how she thinks. At one point, someone pointed out that being shady to Zachary Michael was, well...
This says, parasocial means one party doesn't know about the other. Please learn the terms, and you are 100% shady for talking about this.
Shady, but it's okay. They deleted the super chat and blocked them. Now, I don't know what is going on in her Discord. I don't think really...
Wait, what did I do? It's dwindling, Tiny. This last stunt may start a mutiny. What did I do? Wait, what? What happened? What happened?
Anybody does unless they're in there. But I do know this. Super secret Discords often hide super secret shit that a lot of people don't want the public to know. And just like narc alerts and a whole bunch of other Discords that were kept on the DL for the longest time, somebody will end up in there. And
oh, narc alert. Let narc alert be a warning? Is that the word I want? Yeah, I guess. Warning to us all.
Screenshots will be had. And honestly, I can't wait. And Rosee, let me explain something to you. An echo chamber is the safest place before things start to fall apart, which is why
Rosie's
I was
chat.
watching
Gotcha.
and waiting. I knew you'd get too big for your britches, pun fully intended, and you would overstep. And here we are, arguing over some Edie Yum Yum Mr. Burns looking.
Thank you, Sugar-Free. Cautionary tale. Yes, that's what I wanted. And you were talking about Rosie's chat. That's my partner probably asking when we're going to eat dinner. We're almost done.
Woman with Lynn Reid. Girl, please, we all know you want the attention, but guess what? I have a feeling that this is going to be the attention that you have never been prepared for. Because the reaction channels you were talking shit on, well, they're going to see this, and guess what? Your control and echo chamber does not extend to them or their channels. So, on your own head, be it. What I suggest is that the reaction channels take a look at the last 3 months of our live streams and really take into consideration that while we do not have a new head of locales on our hands, we definitely have a pick-me-one. As for Rosee, again, I'll leave you with only this advice, and I try and go by it when I'm thinking of doing something so stupid it's going to hurt. There is positive attention and there is negative attention. Negative attention is easy. Positive attention requires actual hard work.
Zachary Cole Smith.
That is it for this video, and welcome to the new locale verse that I'm creating, guys. Well, at least on my channel. If you like this kind of content, give me a like, maybe subscribe. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And
oh, look, horse and rider.
As always, if you take meds, don't forget to take your meds. If you do
uncomfortable ginger,
not take meds, go outside, touch some
House of Rebellion
grass, drink some water,
common sense.
And as always,
night owl,
please have the day that you deserve. Remember,
smug and smarmy.
Tomorrow needs you. Love.
Faithful duo. Huh. I guess
I
I wasn't. All right. You are all wonderful people. Thank you all for hanging out. I truly enjoy each and every one of you, but it is almost 7 o'clock. I probably should go pretend like I'm going to make dinner. We're probably going to have frozen pizzas. Now, in all fairness, they are homemade frozen pizzas, but Nerfy, damn. Yeah. Well, somebody asked what happened to Nerfy, or not Nerfy. Narc alert. I don't know the full details. I just know that like some shit went down with the narc alert, and she was like really mean to a bunch of her mods. And well, they didn't appreciate it. And she nuked her Discord and then left the internet. So yeah. Nerfy was great. If I find Nerfy's K-Buns, do you know Nerfy's Twitch stream by any chance? You can throw it in here. I need to go shopping. We're having chili. Ooh, chili. Ooh, that sounds good. Chili dogs sound good too. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. If you have made it this far in the video, go ahead and put something purple in the chat if you would like. Yes, I have excellent mods. And that's all I've really got for you guys. So I hope we've all learned something new about our dear and wonderful Rosee, who will be back on Friday. So I guess we'll all be looking forward to that. And I don't think I'm gonna go live on Friday, but I will see all of my members on Monday, and I will see the rest of you on Wednesday. So until then, ooh, mermaids. There's purple mermaids. All right. I will see everybody until then, and thank you all for joining me.